Chapter 1041-. A shocking appearance. In the superior realm, Yi-chun was already surrounded by dozens of high-tier demon-polluted beasts. Looking through the void light screen in the viewing area towards the other candidates, it was visible that those in the middle and lower realms had just appeared not long ago in their respective realms and also encountered demon-polluted beasts of their own. However, unlike Yi-chun, who encountered sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts, the three in the middle realm encountered divine venerable-level demon-polluted beasts. These three were all sovereigns from foreign races, and with the infusion of divine light of a medium level on them, they were not afraid of these divine venerable-level demon-polluted beasts. After using the infusion of divine light to block the demon-polluted beasts' demon-polluted killing force, the beasts seemed to realize their realm was weaker than these three candidates, and in a moment of vigilance, the divine venerable-level demon-polluted beasts mysteriously vanished. These three sovereigns didn't get trapped like Yi-chun, although the bizarre escape skill of the demon-polluted beasts prevented them from successfully killing one for the time being. Meanwhile, in the lower realm there were two different scenarios. One was some candidates with weaker realms who, like Yi-chun, were surrounded by a large number of God-King-level demon-polluted beasts, and some candidates with strong combat power, like those three foreign sovereigns, found no God-King-level demon-polluted beasts dared to surround them. Instead, the beasts proactively avoided them, fleeing and hiding with the candidates in pursuit. At this moment, the selection condition of over 3,000 candidates was divided into two main scenes: entrapment and pursuit. Viewing area. The spirit clan members watching the selection saw Yi-chun trapped in the encirclement of dozens of high-tier sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts. Seeing that Yi-chun's kill count showed 2 on the light screen compared to other candidates, many spirit clan members shook their heads. Oh no, the worst situation is being surrounded by demon-polluted beasts, especially for this Zhongli God King. The ones trapping him are high-tier demon-polluted beasts. Even if those demon-polluted beasts can't harm him with high-tier sovereign-level strength, they can easily trap him, and he might be trapped among the beasts for the entire 2 hours. Others sighed as well. Yeah, those demon-polluted beasts are incredibly cunning. Seeing that the Zhongli God King's combat power can slay a 1-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast, they prevent any 1-star sovereign-level beasts from approaching, even forming a siege outside with 3-star sovereign-level beasts. In this scenario, if the Zhongli God King can't break out of the encirclement, there won't be any chance to slay other demon-polluted beasts. 2 kills, although the Zhongli God King quickly slew 2 demon-polluted beasts. If no more are slain later, he won't reach the required number of 10 kills. If so, in this 4th round of selection, he'll be directly eliminated. Eliminated? Oh! If this God King was so powerful in the previous rounds and gets eliminated in this final round, it would be truly speechless, right? Given how the final round's rules are set, the challenge becomes harder the further it goes. He might really have the possibility of being eliminated in the last round. Amid the excited discussion in the area, Linger and others who had unwavering confidence in Yi-chun's strength believed that Yi-chun wouldn't fail in the final round. Big brother Yi-chun will certainly find a way to break the siege by these high-tier demon-polluted beasts. Linger thought firmly to herself. This Zhongli God King was so exceptionally marvelous in the previous rounds. It's impossible for him to fail in this 4th round. He will definitely have a way to resolve this trouble. Others who believed in Yi-chun's combat power muttered under their breath. Meanwhile, as discussions filled the viewing area, in the superior realm where Yi-chun was located, facing the encirclement of dozens of high-tier sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts, a sharp light flashed in Yi-chun's eyes. Yi-chun, of course, knew that normal combat power couldn't kill these high-tier demon-polluted beasts, and being trapped by them was definitely a waste of precious selection time. With only 2 hours of selection time, Yi-chun absolutely wouldn't waste it being trapped in this dilemma. Swoosh! In a flash, a strong surge of attack power emanated from Yi-chun's body, and he shot out towards the edge of the encirclement. The high-tier demon-polluted beasts had been observing Yi-chun's movements. Seeing him attempting to break out, they each let out sharp howls. Their forms shifted, and the black light on them flickered together to form a seamless giant black barrier that wrapped entirely around Yi-chun. Even though this giant black barrier couldn't harm Yi Chun, his sudden impact couldn't break through the black barrier formed by the dozens of high-tier demon-polluted beasts encircling him. With his strong assault unsuccessful, Yi Chun had no choice but to fly back to his original spot. Upon sensing Yi Chun's retreat, the high-tier demon-polluted beasts withdrew the giant barrier formed by their black light and reverted to their original hideous forms. When they looked at Yi Chun again, their ugly eyes gleamed with a mocking expression. They seemed to be taunting Yi Chun, suggesting that all his struggles were in vain, with only one end result of being trapped here. Seeing the mocking gaze of these demon-polluted beasts, Yi Chun, who had just failed to forcefully break through, showed no signs of dejection in his expression. Yi Chun chuckled inwardly. These demon-polluted beasts think that this is my only method? Do they really think I have no way of breaking free? Whoa! In the moment Yi Chun was speaking to himself, he disappeared from where he stood. When they saw Yi Chun's mysterious disappearance, dozens of demon-polluted beasts were startled. They locked the surroundings with their divine sense, yet they couldn't sense any void fluctuation at all. They had long used their divine sense to seal the surroundings to prevent the person they were besieging from using other means to escape. However, at this moment, there was absolutely no void fluctuation, and the person they had surrounded suddenly vanished completely. No matter how they tried to detect his presence, they failed to sense it, leaving these high-level demon-polluted beasts utterly shocked. It wasn't just these high-level demon-polluted beasts who were astonished. Outside, in the viewing area, all the members of the Extreme Spirit Clan who were paying attention to Yi Chun's movements were equally taken aback. Not a single one of them saw how Yi Chun disappeared. Even the sovereign Lei Bo by the divine statue couldn't see what happened. What's going on? That miraculous divine king. How did he suddenly vanish? Could he have used some special escape skill? But that's not right. If he escaped, it would definitely cause a void fluctuation, and those demon-polluted beasts would surely detect him. Judging by the expressions of those demon-polluted beasts, it seems they didn't notice him at all. Could it be that he really vanished without a trace? Amid the shock, neither the Extreme Spirit Clan members nor the dozens of high-level demon-polluted beasts surrounding Yi Chun noticed a speck of dust being gently blown away by a light breeze. This speck of dust was identical to the other dust particles being blown away at the same time. As the dust was blown away, the high-level demon-polluted beasts in the arena also scrutinized these dust particles. But dozens of high-level demon-polluted beasts found nothing unusual. They had no idea that among them was a speck of dust that, after blowing a short distance from the encirclement, shot off towards another direction in the superior realm at an unimaginable speed that far surpassed that of ordinary dust. A speck of dust flying rapidly in the superior realm, even attracting the attention of many other demon-polluted beasts. But being purely a dust-like entity, this speck of dust showed nothing unusual to any demon-polluted beast. It wasn't until this speck of dust abruptly appeared before a 2-star sovereign-level silverhorn demonic corruption beast that it flashed instantly and turned into a human figure. At the same time, the finger sword in this human form cut down the 2-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast, and only then did the light screen in the viewing area where Yi Chun was reveal this human form. This just-emerged person was, of course, Yi Chun. And after slaying this 2-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast, the number of upper-level demon-polluted beasts Yi Chun had slain directly changed to 3. Seeing Yi Chun abruptly appear in a place far removed from the previous encirclement, then slaying another demon-polluted beast upon showing himself, the Extreme Spirit Clan members in the viewing area all widened their eyes. They didn't clearly see what happened. They just saw Yi Chun escaping. Not only did he escape, but he also instantly slew another demon-polluted beast. They had no idea how Yi Chun had extricated himself from the encirclement of high-level demon-polluted beasts, and yet he had advanced a step further in his selection score. What surprised these Extreme Spirit Clan members even more was what happened afterward. After Yi Chun slew the 3rd demon-polluted beast, he again vanished in the eyes of countless people. And after just a few seconds, when Yi Chun reappeared, he had already slain another demon-polluted beast, bringing his kill count directly to 4. Then, An exceedingly peculiar scene emerged in the entire superior realm and on the light screen where Yi-chan was in the viewing area. Every time Yi-chan disappeared and reappeared, a 1-star sovereign level or 2-star sovereign level demon-polluted beast would be slain. Since Yi-chan entered the superior realm, not even a tenth of a 2-hour period had passed. Yet Yi-chan's number of slain demon-polluted beasts had reached a staggering 12. He directly surpassed the retention requirement for the 4th selection realm. This meant that, with much time remaining, Yi-chan had completed the task of the 4th round of selection, consistently maintaining an upper-level score until the very end. Many people were initially worried about whether Yi-chan could complete the task, but now Yi-chan was the first to complete it, even faster than those in the intermediate realm or lower realm who weren't besieged and were hunting demon-polluted beasts instead, astonishing the members of the Extreme Spirit Clan to the extreme once again. What's going on? That divine king Zhongli. What kind of movement technique is he using to hide himself? Every time he appears, those demon-polluted beasts fail to notice him. Other participants, even with high realms, when hunting weaker divine venerable or god king level demon-polluted beasts, the beasts can sense them in advance and immediately flee. Even though other participants have some gains, it's definitely not like this divine king Zhongli, succeeding every time he strikes, without a single failure. How does he do it? Chapter 1042- Secret Cave. Puff. Amidst the astonishment of the crowd in the viewing area, Yi-chan appeared once more in front of a 1-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. With a slash of divine light, he exterminated the beast on the spot. On the light screen corresponding to Yi-chan, the total number of demon-polluted beasts he had slain had reached an impressive 13. Superior realm of demon-polluted beasts. Standing before the 13th beast's corpse, Yi-chan gently nodded. Finally completed this last selection task. The Spirit Clan spectators did not know how Yi-chan managed to escape the encirclement of dozens of high-level sovereign demon-polluted beasts. Nor did they understand how Yi-chan could slay a beast every time he appeared. They had no inkling that Yi-chan's success was due to the changeable divine ability, the great divine power corresponding to the Tai chapter, the 5th chapter of the primordial star scripture. Under the great divine power of changeable, Yi-chan transformed instantly into a speck of dust, indistinguishable from real dust, such that even those high-level sovereign demon-polluted beasts could not tell. And with the gentle breeze, the transformed speck of dust representing Yi-chan smoothly escaped the encirclement of high-level sovereign demon-polluted beasts. Having evaded the high-level beast group's encirclement, Yi-chan did not immediately revert to human form. He maintained his form as a speck of dust, flying around the superior realm of demon-polluted beasts. Only upon discovering 1-star and 2-star sovereign demon-polluted beasts that he could slay would he reveal himself and transform back to human form. And each time he faced a 1-star or 2-star sovereign demon-polluted beast, Yi-chan undoubtedly succeeded with every attempt. Due to this, he smoothly completed the 4th selection task in 1/10 of the allotted time, slaying over 10 superior realm demon-polluted beasts. At this moment, having thoroughly completed the task, Yi-chan's mind could finally relax. However, with the task's 2 hours not yet concluded, he could not leave directly. Yi-chan contemplated. These demon-polluted beasts are hazardous to the Spirit Clan and countless races throughout the universe. Since I'm here, I should slay as many as possible, lest the number of demon-polluted beasts exceed limits in the future, threatening the Spirit Clan and other races. With 9/10 of the time remaining, let's continue slaughtering demon-polluted beasts. Even if I can only slay 1-star or 2-star sovereigns now, reducing their future growth is worthwhile. With this thought, Yi-chan moved instantly, once more employing the changeable ability to transform into a speck of dust, flying toward other places in search of demon-polluted beasts. In the time that followed, having completed the extermination task, Yi-chan continued his relentless slaying of demon-polluted beasts. With each 1-star sovereign and 2-star sovereign demon-polluted beast falling to Yi-chan, the number of superior realm demon-polluted beasts he had slain soared on the light screen. After an hour passed, Yi-chan had astonishingly slain 169 superior realm demon-polluted beasts. Meanwhile, None of the task selectors in the mid-realm and lower realm had completed their respective tasks of slaying God King level or divine venerable demon polluted beasts. Lacking the changeable ability, even when attempting concealment methods, these selectors were discovered by the beasts before approaching them, resulting in sluggish progress. Many selectors encircled by hordes of demon-polluted beasts found themselves unable to escape, let alone complete their tasks. 3/4 of an hour later, only about 100 individuals in the lower realm had completed tasks, each slaying 10 God King level demon-polluted beasts, while in the mid-realm, only one foreign sovereign among 3 had succeeded in tracking the enigmatic divine venerable demon-polluted beast. At this rate, with the selection time past 2 hours, if 300 to 400 of the remaining selectors out of over 3,000 from the previous rounds complete their tasks, it would be a blessing. And now, Yi Chen's light screen showed that he had slaughtered over 300 sovereign demon-polluted beasts, surpassing the task's required number by tens of times. Even more astonishing, in 3/4 of the allotted time, Yi Chen flew through nearly all regions of 5 superior realm areas, eliminating every 1-star and 2-star sovereign demon-polluted beast encountered. Currently, the entire 5 superior realm areas have not an inkling of a 1-star or 2-star sovereign remaining, all swept clean by Yi Chen. The remaining demon-polluted beasts in the 5 superior realm areas are all above 2-star sovereign level. It was then that Yi Chen halted in the superior realm. Yi Chen gazed at a 4-star sovereign demon-polluted beast lingering nearby, sighing internally, "Alas, my combat power is insufficient. Although the remaining sovereign demon-polluted beasts can't harm me due to the infusion of divine light from the immaculate body-protecting divine skill, their realm is too high. Even if left unchallenged, I can't slay them. If only my combat power were higher, then I could kill all these high-level sovereigns, thoroughly cleaning the superior realm of demon-polluted beasts." With a quarter of the hour remaining, unable to continue slaying high-level beasts, Yi Chen naturally sighed. Yet just as Yi Chen sighed, something unusual occurred. Earlier, the golden infusion of divine light exceeding sovereign level protected him from harm by demon-polluted beasts. But following Yi Chen's lament, he suddenly perceived that the superlative infusion of divine light within him, originally received from the Lord Yen divine statue, began conveying a sensation, as though he only needed to channel it, transforming its defensive power to offensive, capable of aiding in slaying high-level demon-polluted beasts. This change made Yi Chen suddenly shocked. Beyond sovereign-level infusion divine light, can it transform from defense to attack? Can it help me slaughter demon-polluted beasts? Even if the infusion divine light left by the more powerful than divine master Lord Yen, specially designed to deal with demon-polluted beasts, has never been heard of transforming from defense to attack. Could it be because I'm receiving extraordinary infusion divine light, beyond sovereign level, unlike those God King level, divine venerable and sovereign level infusion divine light that can only defend? Yi Chen was completely puzzled. However, being puzzled, there was no need to understand. As long as he can slaughter the high-level sovereign level demon-polluted beasts. Let's try. Whether this strange sensation can truly work. Whether the infusion divine light beyond sovereign level can transform from defense to attack, helping me slaughter high-level demon-polluted beasts. Just try and you'll know. Thinking of this, Yi Chen looked again at the 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast not far ahead, with no longer a sigh but filled with anticipation. His eyes bright. Swish. Instantly, Yi Chen shot to the front of that 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. Yi Chen's mind and spirit moved. The infusion divine light beyond sovereign level within him suddenly flashed out, turning into a golden light that enveloped Yi Chen entirely. Slaughter! Yi Chen's mind and spirit moved again. Something incredible happened. The golden infusion divine light that could previously only be a passive defense, transformed directly from defense to attack in an instant. Shush! On the golden defensive light shield, a divine light like a golden sharp sword appeared instantly, directly slashing towards that 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. This golden sharp sword divine light touched the 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast as if slashing through wood, easily reducing it to void. Completely slaughtered it in the arena. This slaughtering power was even easier than Yi Chen previously using other methods to slaughter 1-star and 2-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts. After all, this is power beyond sovereign level. After transforming from defense to attack, the sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts stand no chance. Wanting to kill, one move can completely slaughter. Seeing the infusion divine light beyond sovereign level having such great utility, Yi Chen certainly wouldn't waste any more time. Indeed, this time he didn't need to specially find weaker 1-star, 2-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts to slaughter. Whenever encountering demon-polluted beasts, no matter the stage, no matter how many stars, as long as it's sovereign level, Yi Chen can use the infusion divine light beyond sovereign level to slaughter. In an instant, Yi Chen had already flashed several hundred miles away. There, only one 6-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast existed. Yi Chen's hand holding the golden infusion divine light executed a slash, and this 6-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast died instantly. Next moment, Yi Chen moved again, several dozen miles away. Another 5-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast was slaughtered. Yi Chen was practically sweeping everything, encountering a demon-polluted beast, slaughtering a demon-polluted beast. In less than a few dozen breaths, Yi Chen had completely cleared all the demon-polluted beasts in one of the 5 superior realms. However, just when there wasn't much time left till the task's completion of 2 hours, after Yi Chen had slaughtered several dozen demon-polluted beasts, he suddenly discovered a mysterious cave at a place teeming with 6-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts. Cave! Yi Chen was stunned. Isn't this the realm specially left by Lord Yen for demon-polluted beasts? Why is there a cave? Yi Chen used divine sense to explore the cave below. Upon probing, Yi Chen was suddenly astounded. His divine sense could probe tens of thousands of miles of realm. Yet this probe couldn't even reach the cave's bottom. What's beneath this mysterious cave? Where does it lead? Yi Chen hesitated, pondering whether to go down and explore. Chapter 1043, Encounter and Escape. However, the hesitation was extremely brief, and soon Yi Chen made a decision. Let's go down and investigate. Let's see what's beneath this mysterious cave entrance. Upon suddenly discovering this mysterious cave entrance, especially one hidden within the domain of the demon-polluted beasts, Yi Chen was naturally filled with curiosity about what was inside. After all, this was the domain left behind by the formidable Lord Yen, even more powerful than the Divine Master. If the area beneath this cave is related to some secrets left by Lord Yen, there might be infinitely precious opportunities within. If this cave is not left by Lord Yen, but is actually related to the demon-polluted beasts, Yi Chen would want to investigate further. There's not much time left on the 2-hour task clock. Better hurry and investigate. Although my divine sense can't detect the bottom of this cave, with my flying speed, I have enough time to delve quite far. No sooner said than done. With determination set, Yi Chen no longer hesitated, and with a whoosh, he directly flew into this mysterious cave entrance. In an instant, Yi Chen completely vanished from the surface. Viewing area. When Yi Chen transformed the infusion of divine light from a defensive state to an offensive state and slaughtered the first 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast, all the members of the Extreme Spirit Clan in the viewing area stood up in complete shock. 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast? Slain? The Extreme Spirit Clan members were utterly astounded. They knew that at best, Yi Chen's combat power could only slay a 2-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. Previously, Yi Chen couldn't handle a 3-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast, proving everything. Yet the Extreme Spirit Clan members watching the selection process couldn't imagine that shortly after, Yi Chen's power seemed to increase dramatically, even slaying a 4-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. How could this not surprise them? And when Yi Chen used the golden infusion of Divine Light's attack power to destroy 5-star and 6-star sovereign-level high-grade demon-polluted beasts, even clearing all high-grade demon-polluted beasts in one of the 5 sections of upper-level demon-polluted beast regions, the Extreme Spirit Clan members watching were no longer just amazed. They were astounded, their mouths agape. Yi Chen encountered a demon-polluted beast and killed it as if he were a god of death, a scene that the Extreme Spirit Clan members had never witnessed before. Even the Extreme Spirit Clan's 9-star sovereign, who once ventured into the upper-level demon-polluted beast realms to eliminate the beasts within, couldn't manage this speed of elimination. It's that golden infusion of divine light. Some members of the Extreme Spirit Clan noticed the anomaly and yelled out loudly. The mysterious upper god king Zhongli was able to sweep away all demon-polluted beasts, especially slaying those high-level ones he couldn't handle before, due to the superior sovereign-level golden infusion of divine light he obtained earlier in the third selection area. That golden infusion of divine light transformed from a defensive state to an offensive state in the hands of the upper god king. Precisely because of its transcendent sovereign-level attack power, he could swiftly slay all encountered high-grade demon-polluted beasts. As these Extreme Spirit Clan members exclaimed at the discovery, others quickly realized the truth. However, even realizing that Yi Chun used the golden infusion of divine light to slay high-grade demon-polluted beasts, these members were no less surprised. After all, the ability to transform the infusion of divine light from a defensive to an offensive state was something that none of the Extreme Spirit Clan members could achieve. Could it be that this transformation is due to the upper god king absorbing the superior sovereign-level infusion of divine light? Countless Extreme Spirit Clan members speculated. But they hadn't speculated for long when an even more astonishing event unfolded before them. When Yi Chun discovered that mysterious cave entrance, the Extreme Spirit Clan members watching the selection process through the viewing screen also saw this cave entrance. Cave entrance! Like Yi Chun, who was extremely surprised upon seeing the entrance, the Extreme Spirit Clan members also displayed expressions of utter surprise. How could an entrance appear in the upper-level demon-polluted beasts realm? We've never seen this entrance in any of the 5 upper-level demon-polluted beasts realms before. Could this entrance be newly appeared? Considering this possibility, the Extreme Spirit Clan members watching the selection process were suddenly filled with a shiver. If this cave entrance has newly appeared, there is only one possibility. It was made by the demonic filth beast within this realm. I am sure this cave entrance was definitely not here in the upper realm before. This cave entrance is absolutely not left over from the days of Lord Yen. Could it be that this cave entrance was truly dug out by the demonic filth beast? But this realm was crafted by Lord Yen and has protective prohibitions. How could mere demonic filth beasts possibly dig a secret tunnel here? Where does this secret tunnel lead? Just as all the Spirit Clan members were bewildered, someone suddenly thought of something and cried out loudly. Have you all noticed? The upper god king Zhongli swept through all realms, eliminating high-level demonic filth beasts. He killed everyone he encountered, but all he killed were 6-star sovereign and below. He didn't come across a single 7-star sovereign, 8-star sovereign, or 9-star sovereign demonic filth beast. Earlier, when he flew over the 5 upper realms, he didn't even encounter 7 stars, 8 stars, or 9 stars sovereign demonic filth beasts. Even though the probability of 9 stars sovereign-level demonic filth beasts appearing in the 5 upper realms is very low, they are usually killed by our clan's strong fighters upon emergence. Still, there shouldn't be none of the 7 stars sovereign, 8 stars sovereign demonic filth beasts at all. Could it be that these 7 stars sovereign, 8 stars sovereign, even 9 stars sovereign demonic filth beasts have all entered that secret tunnel, which is why they've disappeared from the 5 realms? Thinking of this possibility, all the Spirit Clan members were terrified. If this really happened, and if the 7-star sovereign, 8-star sovereign, even 9-star sovereign demonic filth beasts managed to escape from the 5 realms, it would bring a tremendous threat to the entire Spirit Clan. The disaster of almost being annihilated by the demonic filth beasts is something the Spirit Clan members would never forget. In an instant, the Spirit Clan members quickly communicated with other clan members within the Spirit Sea who didn't come to watch the selection at the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, and transmitted messages to Sovereign Lei Bo, who was responsible for the selection. At that time, Sovereign Lei Bo, standing before the divine statue, also noticed something wrong through the void light screen in front of him. He hurriedly sent a message to the only 9 stars Sovereign Haluan, still stationed in the clan. Not long after Yi Chun flew into the mysterious cave entrance, Sovereign Haluan was the first to arrive. When Sovereign Haloin entered the upper realm specifically to investigate the suddenly appearing cave entrance, he was shocked to discover that as he flew deeper into the secret tunnel, the demon pollution power grew more concentrated. Ultimately, he found another exit of the secret tunnel, but with his 9 stars sovereign realm, he struggled to resist the demon pollution power at the exit and couldn't escape successfully. When Sovereign Haloin returned to the outside of the secret tunnel, the 2-hour selection period had ended, and all the selection personnel were transported out from various demonic filth beast realms. However, Sovereign Haloin, Sovereign Lebo, the spirit clan members in the viewing area, and other spirit clan members who came after hearing the news, all noticed that among the spirit clan members transported out, the Upper God King Zhongli was absent. You say the Upper God King Zhongli entered the secret tunnel not long before me? Sovereign Haloin asked the audience watching the battle. Seeing Sovereign Lebo, Linger and others nodding in agreement, Sovereign Haloin widened his eyes. After entering the secret tunnel, I didn't see the Upper God King Zhongli. Moreover, he hasn't been transported out after the selection ended in the demonic filth beast realm. Is it possible that he vanished into thin air? Or possibly he managed to exit through the tunnel exit that I couldn't. At this moment, even Sovereign Haloin didn't know what had happened to Yi-chan. While the spirit clan members in the viewing area were astonished, and as the selection period in the demonic filth beast realm ended, Yi-chan was also encountering something strange. Previously, as Yi-chan flew through the secret tunnel, the further he flew, the more he sensed the concentration of demon pollution power. However, since Yi-chan was enveloped in infusion of divine light surpassing sovereign level, the dense demon pollution power couldn't affect him. Yi-chan continued flying through the secret tunnel without slowing, all the way to the tunnel exit. The demon pollution power at the exit was extremely concentrated, but after hesitating for a moment, Yi-chan directly passed through the exit under protection of the infusion of divine light. By the time Yi-chan had been outside the exit for several dozen breaths, Sovereign Haloin arrived, so Sovereign Haloin did not see Yi-chan, who had already exited. Upon emerging from the exit, Yi-chan realized he was in a massive mountain stream. To Yi-chan's surprise, upon arrival in this gigantic mountain stream, he immediately saw signs of numerous battles. After flying within the mountain stream for a while, Yi-chan saw hundreds of 7 stars sovereign, 8 stars sovereign demonic filth beasts surrounding a large group of people. Among the attacking beasts, there were even dozens of 9 stars sovereign demonic filth beasts. Looking towards the surrounded crowd, Yi-chan directly saw that these people were all spirit clan members, each one a sovereign of the spirit clan. If the spirit clan Sovereign Haloin saw Yi-chan's current location, he would be utterly shocked, for here is precisely where the spirit clan sovereigns go to train, and where they have sealed off the Haotian ancient stream. The ones surrounded by hundreds of high-level demonic filth beasts were none other than the spirit clan sovereigns who went to Haotian ancient stream to train. None could have imagined that the newly appeared secret tunnel in the upper-level demonic filth beast realm would connect to the distant Haotian ancient stream. Moreover, high-level demonic filth beasts really escaped through the secret tunnel. Chapter 1044, Seniors from Tens of Thousands of Years Ago. At this moment, thousands of sovereigns from the extreme spirit clan were being besieged by hundreds of high-level demon-polluted beasts. Although these high-level demon-polluted beasts were at the level of 7-star sovereign, 8-star sovereign, and 9-star sovereign, with average combat power exceeding that of the extreme spirit clan sovereigns, the clan had the advantage in numbers and possessed several secret treasures. Furthermore, they had all cultivated the immaculate body-protecting divine skill dedicated to countering the demon-polluted power of these beasts, so they did not completely fall into a disadvantage. When Yi-chan discovered the extreme spirit clan sovereigns, they also saw Yi-chan. Seeing Yi-chan suddenly emerge from the entrance of the secret cave, the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan were equally shocked to the extreme. They didn't expect the secret cave they previously attempted to enter but couldn't, clearly accessible only by those demon-polluted beasts, to yield a young god king of the human clan. Moreover, the young god king emitted infusion of divine light that even surpassed the sovereign level, astonishing them all. Could this young god king have absorbed the infusion of divine light from the divine statue left by Lord Yen in our clan? According to the timing, it's precisely the start of another extreme spirit martial land selection, and the selection method for the third realm this time relates to infusion of divine light. Could this god king be a participant in the selection? How did he end up here? The sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan were incredibly shocked upon seeing Yi Chun. Likewise, the high-level demon-polluted beasts besieging them were taken aback by the sudden arrival of this newcomer. However, in the blink of an eye, 8 demon-polluted beasts at the 7 stars sovereign level charged directly at Yi Chun. Watch out! Though they did not know why Yi Chun appeared here, seeing the 8 7 stars sovereign level demon-polluted beasts charging towards Yi Chun, the extreme spirit clan sovereigns quickly cautioned him. Upon hearing the warning from the sovereigns, Yi Chun snapped out of his sudden observation of the realm and smiled gently at them, saying, "Masters, don't worry." Then, an astonishing event unfolded for the clan's sovereigns. Despite being much weaker in realm than both the sovereigns and the high-level demon-polluted beasts, Yi Chun boldly advanced to confront the 8 charging beasts. In Yi Chun's hand, the infusion of divine light flashed with golden brilliance, and before the beast's demon pollution power could touch him, Yi Chun slew the 8 7 stars sovereign-level high-level demon-polluted beasts with one strike. 8 7 stars sovereign-level high-level demon-polluted beasts. Even the high-level sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan couldn't achieve such a feat in one go, as these demon-polluted beasts were cunning and would flee at the first sign of being outmatched. To slay them all at once would require power far exceeding their combat abilities. Yet, more surprises lay ahead for the extreme spirit clan sovereigns. Yi Chun, who had taken down the 8 7 stars sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts with one move, continued towards the remaining hundreds of demon-polluted beasts, encircling the sovereigns. Even though these beasts included over 29 stars sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts, Yi Chun showed no fear. Before these demon-polluted beasts could react, dozens more high-level beasts fell to Yi Chun, including 3 8 stars sovereign-level beasts. Such astonishing slaughter not only shocked the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan to the extreme, but even the hundreds of demon-polluted beasts were terrified. Driven by a survival instinct, the hundreds of high-level demon-polluted beasts dared not continue their siege on the sovereigns and scattered, fleeing madly. The high-level demon-polluted beasts, undeterred by thousands of extreme spirit clan sovereigns, were driven to frantic escape by Yi Chun's assault, even though Yi Chun was just a young man at the God King realm. The scene was bizarre and awe-inspiring. Yet, the awe-inspiring scene was far from over. Seeing the beasts scattering, Yi Chun's voice reached the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan. "Masters, leave those 9 stars sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts to me. I have a method to contend with them. Quickly pursue and slay the other beasts. Lord Lei Bo has already mentioned their threat to your clan. Let us strive to eliminate them all here." Saying this, Yi Chun's divine light flashed, and the primordial star scriptures, "Transform easily," divine skill allowed him to turn into a speck of dust and shoot towards one of the fleeing 9 stars sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts. Witnessing Yi Chun's astonishing divine skill after the transform easily transformation, and hearing Yi Chun's words, the sovereigns were momentarily stunned. They had never seen such an amazing god king. But these sovereigns were indeed inhabitants of the sovereign realm. Within less than a breath, they recovered. One 9 stars sovereign elder immediately conveyed to Yi Chun, "Young friend, be careful. Leave the other demon-polluted beasts to us." As he spoke, the elder also waved his hand, issuing orders to the other sovereigns. With this young friend assisting, these demon-polluted beasts are no longer interested in prolonged confrontation. Taking this opportunity, quickly strike and slay them all. This realm is protected by our defensive light shield. They will not escape beyond the Haoyin ancient stream. As the 9 stars sovereign elder spoke, the other 9 stars sovereigns chimed in. "Attack! Everyone! Pursue and kill the demon-polluted beasts you can handle, act together, and ensure they are completely annihilated. Attack! Whoosh! 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 Whoosh!" Following the order from the old sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan, thousands of extreme spirit clan sovereigns began to chase and slaughter the fleeing demon-polluted beast hordes. Among the crowd, the fastest was Yi Chun. Although his realm and combat power could not possibly surpass the old sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan here, when he converted the infusion of divine light into attack power, his speed in pursuing the demon-polluted beasts dramatically increased. The infusion of divine light truly is the nemesis of the demon-polluted beasts. In just 3 or 4 breaths, Yi Chun caught up with a demon-polluted beast at the 9-star sovereign level. Then, with a powerful slash imbued with infusion of divine light, this 9-star sovereign level demon-polluted beast, like the weaker beasts, was slaughtered on the spot. And having slain this beast, Yi Chun's speed didn't waver for a moment. With his divine sense already locked onto the other 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts, in the next moment, he shot toward the second 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. Kill! 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 Under normal circumstances, Yi Chun would never have imagined he could slay a 9-star sovereign-level demon. But now, with the specific enhancement against demon-polluted beasts from the beyond sovereign-level infusion of divine light, Yi Chun truly felt an unbeatable sensation. As long as he chased a demon-polluted beast, it meant a demon-polluted beast was going to die. Even the more than 20 heads of 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts in the field were all wiped out by Yi Chun in less than an hour. The other extreme spirit clan sovereigns were similarly in pursuit, slaying one 7-star sovereign, 8-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast after another. After about an hour passed, the hundreds of high-ranking demon-polluted beasts that had entered the Haotian ancient stream were completely eradicated. When the extreme spirit clan sovereigns regrouped with Yi Chun, seeing that there were no demon-polluted beasts left within Haotian ancient stream, they still couldn't believe everything that had just happened. Previously, when they came to the Haotian ancient stream for internal cultivation, it didn't take long before they discovered the fleeing demon-polluted beasts. To prevent them from escaping to other areas, they specifically sealed the entire Haotian ancient stream. Yet despite the seal, facing so many high-ranking demon-polluted beasts, the extreme spirit clan sovereigns knew it was impossible to wipe them out completely in a short time. But now, because of the arrival of this God King, everything changed. With this God King alone handling all the 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts, they shifted from defense to offense, managing in such a short span to completely annihilate so many demon-polluted beasts cleanly. We're fortunate to have this young God King. Otherwise, if the demon-polluted beasts had escaped, it would have been disastrous. Thinking about the potential crisis if the demon-polluted beasts had escaped from Haotian ancient stream, the extreme spirit clan sovereigns still felt a lingering fear. Among them, the old sovereign of the extreme spirit clan, the first 9-star sovereign who had issued the command earlier, known as the white-browed elder sovereign Tianju, was the first to recover from his astonishment. He first smiled at Yi Chun and nodded, saying, "Little friend, please wait." Then, Sovereign Tianju and 2 other 9-star sovereigns exchanged glances, seemingly having a momentary divine sense communication, and the 3 9-star sovereigns flew directly to the exit of a secret cave, deploying layers of seals there with their astonishing divine skills. The extreme spirit clan had discovered the escape exit for the demon-polluted beasts, and they certainly wouldn't leave this exit open for other demon-polluted beasts to continue escaping. After making all precautions and checking every location thoroughly again, the 3 9-star sovereigns returned to the original place. "Little friend," Sovereign Tianju finally spoke to Yi Chun. "Can you tell us how you came to this Haotian ancient stream? Is the infusion of divine light on you acquired from our clan?" Hearing Sovereign Tianju mention the words Haotian ancient stream, a gleam flashed in Yi Chun's eyes. He had speculated, seeing so many extreme spirit clan sovereigns in this mountain stream, that the place reached from the secret cave exit was likely the training grounds of the extreme spirit clan, the Haotian ancient stream. However, guessing is only guessing. Hearing the old sovereign in front saying this place is indeed Haotian ancient stream, Yi Chun couldn't help but feel a thrill. Yi Chun had always wanted to enter Haotian ancient stream. Now, by chance, he happened to arrive here. Yi Chun had heard Sovereign Haluan speak of a few old sovereigns who knew of General Insha's military affairs being in the Haotian ancient stream. Previously, Yi Chun had been trying to find a way to meet these old sovereigns soon. Now, with these sovereigns right in front of him, how could Yi Chun not be overwhelmingly excited? Facing Sovereign Tianju and other sovereigns, Yi Chun directly spoke, "Dear seniors, the junior came to the Extreme Spirit Clan on purpose for a senior from tens of thousands of years ago, and by a fortunate coincidence ended up here." Chapter 1045 Secrets. A senior from tens of thousands of years ago? Seeing Sovereign Tianju and the other Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns exchanging glances, Yi Chun paused slightly. Seeing the probing eyes of the sovereigns on him, Yi Chun no longer hesitated and directly told them about his journey to the Extreme Spirit Clan to find General Insha, his rescue of Linger, and his participation in various processes of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection. He did not leave out any detail, even mentioning how Sovereign Haluan helped him send a message, which was blocked by the defensive light shield of the Haotian ancient stream. Of course, Yi Chun did not tell the sovereigns that he was searching for General Insha, for Huyen Divine Master. Huyen Divine Master had reminded Yi Chun that regarding his downfall, he could only tell General Insha and have General Insha handle the subsequent matters. Huyen Divine Master did not allow Yi Chun to inform other members of the Extreme Spirit Clan, so Yi Chun refrained from saying more. Hearing Yi Chun's words, especially the part that he miraculously conquered test after test in the Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection, the few 9-star old sovereigns present were shocked. This Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection was specifically set up by them, and considering the inclusion of the Infusion of Divine Light selection and the Demon Polluted Beast Realm selection, it was comprehensively the most difficult Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection ever. None of these old sovereigns expected anyone to achieve outstanding results, let alone a powerful God King who not only achieved extraordinary achievements, but also assisted them in resolving a major crisis. The photographing spirit mirror passed smoothly. First in the Fate Tribulation Cave selection. Infusion of Divine Light even resulted in obtaining the Beyond Sovereign level Divine Light. In the final slaying in the superior realm of demon-polluted beasts, they slew numbers of demon-polluted beasts surpassing the requirement by several folds. Even if this God King was not here for specific things, these results would still make them treat him with utmost respect. Recalling Yi Chen's mention of Sovereign Haluan's assistance in sending messages, Sovereign Tianju winked at the other 2 9-star sovereigns, and with a grab towards the void heaven, the strong defensive light shield enveloping the entire Haotian ancient stream shattered instantly. Whoosh! A divine message flew directly towards the positions of the sovereigns inside the Haotian ancient stream. This divine message was precisely the one Sovereign Haluan sent, which had been blocked outside the Haotian ancient stream all along. Now that the demon-polluted beasts inside Haotian ancient stream had been eradicated and the 3 sovereigns had withdrawn the defense, the divine message finally flew in. Seeing the divine message approaching, Sovereign Tianju extended a hand, capturing the divine message midair. He closed his eyes slightly, sensing the message within. A few moments later, he passed the divine message to the other 9-star sovereigns. The other 9-star sovereigns began to sense it as well. At the side, Yi Chun wasn't in a hurry. He knew that the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns were verifying his words, so he quietly waited aside. After more than a tea time had passed, when the sovereigns sensed the divine message, Sovereign Tianju finally spoke to Yi Chun. Sovereign Tianju's first words made Yi Chen's mind and spirit soar, only to hear Sovereign Tianju say, "Friend Zhongli, we have understood the matters you mentioned earlier and the message sent by Haluan. The Silver Shark Sovereign you are looking for, I, Elder Yinbing, and Elder Lei Xian know a little about her past. You've done our clan an unimaginable service by helping us slaughter the demon-polluted beasts in Haotian Ancient Stream, so there's no need to continue accumulating merit points by participating in the task team. We will tell you about the past events directly in a moment, without wasting your time." Sovereign Tianju's words excited Yi Chun to the extreme. He came to the Extreme Spirit Clan for General Insha, and now he could finally hear news about General Insha, which made Yi Chun brim with excitement. Seeing Yi Chen's excited expression, Sovereign Tianju and the other 2 elder sovereigns in the scene, a man and a woman, felt a bit stirred themselves. According to Heluin, this God King, possessing sovereign-level combat power at the God King realm, has directly skipped the divine venerable combat power stage. There is very likely a formidable figure standing behind him. Plus, he absorbed the beyond sovereign level infusion of divine light, in which countless members of our extreme spirit clan haven't succeeded for countless years. This God King definitely holds incredible methods and cards. He wants to know about the Silver Shark Sovereign, and her past ties deeply with the demon-polluted beasts, and even with Lord Yen. Now that demons suddenly emerged from Haotian ancient stream, coupled with the increasingly abnormal situation over the years with the demons, we also intend to explore the 18 mysterious caves again. Originally, we weren't very confident in entering the 18 mysterious caves. But with this miraculous God King, perhaps we might truly encounter the Silver Shark Sovereign and Lord Yen again. After some mental deliberation, seeing Yi-chun almost unable to refrain from asking, Sovereign Tianju immediately said to Yi-chun, Friend Zhongli, let us return first. This matter involves many parties. Once we are in the council hall, we will explain these things to you in detail. Extreme Spirit Martial Land. At this moment, more than half an hour had passed since the completion of all 4 rounds of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection. Yet neither the foreign personnel who had passed the selection, nor Sovereign Lei Bo who presided over the selection, nor the Extreme Spirit Clan members who came to watch had left. How could they leave just like that? The Upper God King named Zhongli, who performed the best throughout the selection process, suddenly disappeared in the last round in that secret cave. This cave also appeared in the region most feared by the Spirit Clan, where demon-polluted beasts dwell, causing the clan members to feel uneasy. Especially Sovereign Heluin, the 9-star sovereign-level figure, who couldn't uncover the results even in the cave. This further intensified the Spirit Clan's endless worries. At this moment, everyone's gaze focused on the secret cave on the light screen. Not long ago, Sovereign Heluin delved into the cave again and has not come out yet. Everyone was waiting for the results of Sovereign Heluin's further investigation. Swish, swish, swish. No one knew how long they had been waiting when suddenly, they saw a figure appear at the cave's exit. Sovereign Heluin himself. At this time, everyone noticed that Sovereign Heluin's face showed a remarkably peculiar expression. When Sovereign Heluin returned from the demon-polluted beasts region to the selection realm, Sovereign Lei Bo and others immediately surrounded him. And the first words from Sovereign Heluin shocked everyone present once again. The other side's exit of the cave. I couldn't get out at first, but after further investigation, the exit on the other side somehow suddenly got blocked. Sovereign Heluin's voice echoed in the selection realm. That exit got blocked? Who blocked it? Previously, Elder Heluin mentioned that the secret cave had an exit, and we were worried if demon-polluted beasts would slip out from there. Now that the exit is blocked, did someone discover the exit and choose to seal it? Or is it another unexpected act by demon-polluted beasts? The crowd engaged in lively discussion. And within the crowd, Linger and numerous others were particularly concerned about Yi-chen's safety. Elder Heluin, did you see that God King? A large group of people asked aloud. Sovereign Heluin shook his head, with a look of profound confusion. Did not see. That God King Zhongli was not in the secret cave. I searched everywhere but didn't find him. He seemed to have vanished into thin air. Where could he have gone? Not only was Sovereign Heluin puzzled, but countless others were questioning in their hearts. Where exactly did Yi-chun, who entered the secret cave, go? Just as everyone was lost in perplexity, suddenly, countless divine lights flashed at the selection realm entrance. The grand commotion instantly drew the attention of everyone within the selection realm. When seeing these divine lights, they astonishingly saw several spirit clan sovereigns who went to the Haotian ancient stream to cultivate, and countless spirit clan members widened their eyes. It's the sovereign elders. Weren't they cultivating in Haotian ancient stream? How come they are back? When the crowd saw within the countless sovereign figures flying into the selection realm, there was also a familiar God King figure, and Linger, Sovereign Leibo, among others, were filled with disbelief. That figure, wasn't it Yi Chun who disappeared in the secret cave? Who else could it be? Extreme Spirit Sea, Ancient Water Planet, Spirit Clan's Discussion Hall. Sovereign Leibo saw Yi Chun sitting with Sovereigns Tianju, Yinbing, and other elder sovereigns and still couldn't believe it. Sovereign Leibo couldn't fathom how Yi Chun, entering the secret cave during the selection process, could leave through the cave exit, and that exit corresponded exactly to the Haotian ancient stream. Even though the Spirit Clan sovereigns had informed him of the events in the Haotian ancient stream, he still found the matter bewilderingly strange. However, no matter how incredible he found it, Sovereign Leibo dared not speak much at this moment because some very important matters were to be discussed with Yi Chun by the elder sovereigns, who had specially gathered all Spirit Clan 5-star sovereigns and above, evidently to make a major announcement. At this moment, for the first time stepping inside the extreme Spirit Sea, Yi Chun also couldn't spare any attention to the wondrous oceanic stellar world within the extreme Spirit Sea. His gaze was similarly fixed on Sovereigns Tianju and the other elder sovereigns. It was at this moment that Sovereign Tianju finally spoke to Yi Chun and the Spirit Clan sovereigns after assembling everyone. Zhongli, dear friend, as you all know, he came to the Spirit Clan this time specifically for our Sovereign Insha. Sovereign Insha has been missing for 1 or 2 10,000 years, and regarding her matters, they have always been the secrets of our clan, known only by a handful of people while others remain uninformed. Now, it's time to inform you all about what happened that year. Chapter 1046 - Shocking News. Swish. Sovereign Tianju's words immediately sparked a buzz among the crowd. Sovereign Insha was once the most exceptionally talented and powerful 9-star sovereign of the Extreme Spirit Clan. Her disappearance tens of thousands of years ago has always been a significant unresolved case for the Extreme Spirit Clan. Hearing Sovereign Tianju intend to recount the events of that year, how could the sovereigns of Extreme Spirit Clan not be incredibly excited? Even Yi Chun felt a sudden tightening in his breath. From the expression on Sovereign Tianju's face, Yi Chun could feel that the disappearance of General Insha was likely not so simple. Sovereign Tianju pressed his hands in a void gesture, silencing the crowd's discussions. He glanced at Yi Chun, then turned back to the others and said, "Back then, Sovereign Insha followed a divine master lord from our clan in Cultivation, traveling in various realms, and even ventured into other universes, seldom returning to the clan. However, she would send messages back every now and then, so the clan didn't worry much about her safety." Sovereign Tianju's words made the aged sovereigns, who had lived through those years, nod in agreement. Back then, many sovereigns weren't as strong in their realms as they are now. Following a divine master in cultivation and experiencing the world, Sovereign Insha was the object of everyone's admiration. Yi Chen's mind and spirit turned. He knew that the divine master mentioned by Sovereign Tianju referred to Huyen Divine Master. Sovereign Tianju continued, "That divine master lord of our clan returned from the cosmic sea and traveled with Sovereign Insha and other disciples throughout the lands. He was an unfettered spirit, not fond of ties with the clan, and there isn't much more to say about the Lord. Today, the key topic is Sovereign Insha. 1 or 2 tens of thousands of years ago, Sovereign Insha suddenly returned to the clan and later vanished completely. Since then, she never reappeared, nor did she send any messages back. All along, the clan didn't know why Sovereign Insha abruptly returned from following the Divine Master Lord, nor what exactly transpired. Today, I'm here to reveal that Sovereign Insha came back because of another significant figure. Everyone knows Sovereign Insha followed a Divine Master Lord from our clan in Cultivation, but what they don't know is that she also had some fate with another significant figure. That figure is closely related to our clan, Lord Yen." Boom! Sovereign Tianju's revelation astonished all Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns, except a few elder sovereigns. How is this possible? Lord Yen helped cleanse our clan of demon-polluted beasts, left a divine statue, and then departed never to be seen again. Is Sovereign Insha really connected to Lord Yen? Heavens! Lord Yen is a figure even more formidable than the Divine Master. If Sovereign Insha truly had connections with Lord Yen, why would she follow the Divine Master for cultivation? Why not directly learn from Lord Yen? Lord Yen is a legendary figure of the Extreme Spirit Clan. This legend dates back tens of millions of years before the disappearance of Sovereign Insha. The sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan can't fathom that Sovereign Insha, as a descendant, had ties to the legendary Lord Yen. Yichun was also stirred with overwhelming waves in his heart. Yichun always suspected that the Lord Yen mentioned by the Extreme Spirit Clan was related to the great cleansing and catastrophe of the Undersea Divine Palace with Lord Emperor Yen. Yichun couldn't possibly imagine General Insha would be connected to this legendary figure. Seeing everyone's incredulous expressions, the other two elder sovereigns besides Sovereign Tianju, who were also 9-star sovereigns, Sovereign Yinbing and Sovereign Lei Xian, spoke directly. Sovereign Tianju is right. Sovereign Insha indeed gained some fate from Lord Yen. She personally told us about these matters. Sovereign Tianju continued. All clan members thought Lord Yen only left a divine statue and the immaculate body-protecting divine skill for us to guard against demon-polluted beasts. But people are unaware that Lord Yen also left a greater cultivation technique inheritance within the divine statue. And that cultivation technique inheritance was taken by Sovereign Insha from the divine statue during her first infusion of divine light. That cultivation technique inheritance not only aids in cultivation but even has special effects against a type of exotic beast more terrifying than demon-polluted beasts, whose mere aura gives birth to demon-polluted beasts. Everyone knows the origins of demon-polluted beasts and should have heard of them. However, you're probably unaware of the name of that more terrifying exotic beast. Today I will tell you. That more terrifying exotic beast is called Starry Sky Demon. That Starry Sky Demon does not belong to this universe, nor to any other universe, not even Cosmic Sea. If all the countless universes and the central Cosmic Sea are considered the Yang side, then Starry Sky Demon comes from the Yin side, where even top-tier Star-Lord realm powerhouses of the Cosmic Sea can't access. That Starry Sky Demon is a nemesis of the Cosmic Sea and countless universes. Rumor has it that the Starry Sky Demons possess spiritual intelligence that rivals that of major figures in the Cosmic Sea. They are exceptionally strong, with the most powerful Starry Sky Demons even being comparable to the top beings in the Cosmic Sea. Once these Starry Sky Demons emerge, it's said they can easily devour countless planets and even swallow whole sections of the universe. In the Cosmic Sea, the top figures have always been battling the Starry Sky Demons. Without these major figures, the Cosmic Sea and all universes might not exist. They would be directly engulfed by the Starry Sky Demons, shrouding all of existence in endless darkness. However, even with those major figures resisting the Starry Sky Demons, it's not a complete suppression. Unknown to many, the Cosmic Sea countless ages ago was far larger than it is today, with many more universes surrounding it. But over the endless ages, countless cosmic seas and universes have been devoured by the Starry Sky Demons, leaving behind areas of dark world that are inaccessible. In the struggles against the Starry Sky Demons, we haven't wholly gained the upper hand. The current Cosmic Sea and countless universes are still in constant danger of annihilation. Few people know of the Starry Sky Demons because of the top figures in the Cosmic Sea dealing with them. The Starry Sky Demons mainly target the Cosmic Sea, and even if they appear in a particular universe, they would be suppressed by these major figures. At most, it's the aura from the Starry Sky Demons that forms demon-polluted beasts, alerting some universes and their strong beings. The real crisis of the Starry Sky Demons is beyond the reach of those like us. Boom! 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 Sovereign Tianju's words were like thunder, causing Yichun and the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan to be utterly dumbfounded. Starry Sky Demons. From the tales of the Extreme Spirit Clan exterminating demon-polluted beasts, it was known that another, more terrible exotic beast existed beyond them, one that even intimidated the strong in the cosmic sea. But no one expected that the beasts called starry sky demons would be so terrifying. Devour countless planets? Devour entire sections of the universe? The most powerful starry sky demons even match the strongest figures in the cosmic sea? Coming from another inside world? Possessing the potential to destroy the cosmic sea and countless universes. Had parts of the cosmic sea and many universes already been destroyed? Terrifying, truly terrifying. This kind of fear, a horrifying exotic beast, far beyond the capability of anyone present to resist, truly surpassed all imagination. When I first heard that Lord Yen helped the Extreme Spirit Clan exterminate the demon-polluted beasts, I knew some major figure was sheltering this universe. But I never imagined that the dangers of this universe and the cosmic sea were beyond my expectations. Yi Chen's mind and spirit trembled. Without the skin, where would the hair attach? If the cosmic sea and countless universes are destroyed by the starry sky demons, then we all will vanish completely in the universe. Family, lovers, friends, everything would cease to exist. Yi Chen felt an unprecedented pressure. The stronger he became, the more he knew, the more crises he faced. This newfound crisis, involving the safety of humanity and other advanced races, left Yi Chen unable to relax. Yi Chen even felt a sense of powerlessness. Even knowing the terror of the starry sky demons, his current strength could do nothing to stop it. Not only Yi Chen felt this powerlessness, but the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, upon learning of the starry sky demons, also sensed a deep powerlessness. Exactly. They were merely sovereigns. How could they contend with starry sky demons, which even the top figures in the cosmic sea couldn't completely eradicate? Amid pale faces, an 8-star sovereign spoke to Sovereign Tianju. Elder Tianju, you mentioned the starry sky demons and also that Sovereign Insha received the legacy of Lord Yen. Could it be that the disappearance of Sovereign Insha is related to those starry sky demons? But if those starry sky demons are so terrifying, then even if Lord Yan's legacy could deal with them, the use by Sovereign Insha would be limited, right? Indeed, it is limited. Sovereign Tianju nodded. Sovereign Insha once said that the inheritance she received greatly aided her cultivation, but in resisting the starry sky demons, it could only assist Lord Yen slightly. The legacy left by Lord Yen back then was prepared for certain situations, though initially, Lord Yen did not expect it to be necessary. Yet tens of thousands of years ago, Sovereign Insha suddenly returned to the clan because she received an unexpected summons from Lord Yen. Chapter 1047-18 Mysterious Caverns. And Lord Yan's summoning is related to this star demon. The words of Sovereign Tianju made Yi Chen and the group of sovereigns from the Extreme Spirit Clan tense up, knowing that Sovereign Tianju was finally about to discuss the crucial matter. It was a day not long after I had just stepped into the 9-star sovereign realm. Sovereign Tianju seemed to be lost in reminiscence. On that day, Sovereign Insha, who was traveling outside, suddenly returned. As soon as she came back, she summoned me, Elder Yinbing, and Elder Lei Xian. It was here in this council hall that we learned about Sovereign Insha and Lord Yen. Beside him, Elder Yinbing and Elder Lei Xian, both 9-star sovereigns, nodded and remained silent. Sovereign Tianju continued. Sovereign Insha called us together and directly told us about her receiving the divine statue inheritance of Lord Yen. She further said she sensed the call of Lord Yen, inviting her to assist against the potential crisis caused by the star demon. Upon returning to the clan, a mysterious sense of danger lingered in her mind and spirit, so Sovereign Insha gathered us to specifically explain these things. Sovereign Insha said that this sense of danger involves Lord Yen, involves the star demon, and is something none of us who haven't trained in methods to deal with the star demon can assist with. Even her master, our clan's divine master lord, couldn't help. To avoid involving her master, she didn't even tell our clan's divine master lord about being summoned by Lord Yen. At the same time, Sovereign Insha, also advised us not to interfere in these matters. She told us about these things just to make sure we are cautious and avoid bringing calamity to our clan. After telling us about Lord Yen and the Star Demon, Sovereign Insha went to the area where Lord Yen summoned her, the 18 mysterious caves. Yi Chun, originally feeling emotional due to Sovereign Tianju's words, was contemplating how Sovereign Insha avoided involving Huyen Divine Master by not telling him about the Star Demon. And yet, Huyen Divine Master died in the Wanmu Mountain Divine Kingdom, a result demonstrating the unpredictability of fate. Suddenly, he heard the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan beside him exclaiming, 18 mysterious caves? Sovereign Insha went to the 18 mysterious caves. Clearly, the 18 mysterious caves, mentioned by Sovereign Tianju in the context of Lord Yen summoning Sovereign Insha, were known to these higher echelon sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan. Among them, only Yi Chun was completely unaware of the 18 mysterious caves. Now looking confused. Seeing Yi Chun and the sovereign's expressions, Sovereign Tianju explained to Yi Chun, the 18 mysterious caves belong to a forbidden land outside our Extreme Spirit Clan, the peculiar cave of the Sea of Taboo. In past adventures into this Sea of Taboo, our clan has explored the 18 mysterious caves several times, but no one knew Lord Yen had a connection to that peculiar cave. If Sovereign Insha hadn't told me she was summoned by Lord Yen to the 18 mysterious caves, I wouldn't have known it hides such a big secret. At this point, Sovereign Tianju specifically mentioned, young friend Zhongli, during your participation in the Extreme Spirit Martial Land selection, the photographing spirit mirror used in the first round was actually related to the 18 mysterious caves. The secret patterns on the photographing spirit mirror were comprehended by Sovereign Insha in the 18 mysterious caves before she disappeared. Boom! Sovereign Tianju's words caused a lightning storm in Yi Chen's mind. Yi Chun suddenly recalled his earlier inquiries to Sovereign Lei Bo after the photographing spirit mirror test. At that time, the ancient rune, which transported Yi Chun from the ancient forbidden grounds to the Sea of Taboo, was directly triggered by the glow emitted from the secret patterns on the photographing spirit mirror, astonishing Yi Chun. Yi Chun directly inquired about the photographing spirit mirror from Sovereign Lei Bo. Back then, Sovereign Lei Bo said the secret patterns on the photographing spirit mirror were comprehended by Sovereign Insha from a special cave in the Sea of Taboo, and indicated that the major figures of the Extreme Spirit Clan couldn't fully penetrate that cave. At that time, Yi Chun was focused on the peculiar rune and secret patterns, not paying attention to that cave. Unexpectedly, now from Sovereign Tianju's words, he learned that the cave with secret patterns capable of triggering the ancient rune is indeed the 18 mysterious caves where Sovereign Insha was summoned. Yi Chen's mind suddenly thought of something else, and he was greatly shocked. Sovereign Insha was summoned to the 18 mysterious caves by Lord Yen, obviously indicating a significant connection between 18 mysterious caves and Lord Yen. And the secret patterns from the 18 mysterious caves triggered the peculiar rune within Yi Chun. At the sight of Lord Yan's divine statue, the peculiar rune inside Yi Chun appeared once again and absorbed the terrifying power of infusion of divine light, left by Lord Yen in the divine statue. The two occurrences of the rune's manifestation, whether through the secret patterns of the 18 mysterious caves or the divine statue's infusion of divine light, are all connected to Lord Yen. This can't help but make Yi Chun ponder. Is it possible the peculiar rune that brought him from the ancient forbidden grounds to the Sea of Taboo is also related to Lord Yen? It might be. There's a very high possibility. The creator of the exploration grounds in the ancient forbidden grounds, I sensed during my adventure, might be even more powerful than the Divine Master. Otherwise, how could they leave behind such a formidable power in the peculiar rune, transporting me directly from the ancient forbidden grounds to the Sea of Taboo? It is very likely that the creator of the ancient forbidden land is Master Yen. Master Yen is someone even more powerful than the Divine Master. Master Yen may be connected not only to the ancient forbidden land, but also to the Sea of Taboo. Perhaps, for some special reason, he integrated those terrifying runes into my body and brought me to the Sea of Taboo. Yi-chun felt that he had vaguely grasped the clues to many things. Perhaps, once he goes to see the 18 mysterious caves, he'll be able to find out the truth. Yi-chun even couldn't resist trying to sense once more the astonishing power of that strange rune within him, the kind of terrifying power that far surpasses the Divine Master and might even annihilate the entire true spirit divine kingdom into the void upon eruption. Unfortunately, the astonishing power of the strange rune merely hides within Yi-chun through his host body, leaving him completely unable to control it. He couldn't even actively sense it. Since the photographing spirit mirror and the divine statue appeared for a while, it has once again hidden away unseen. While Yi-chun's mind and spirit were wildly agitated, thinking that Master Yen might be related to the strange rune, Sovereign Tianju continued. Sovereign Insha said she would head to the 18 mysterious caves and then left the clan, disappearing. According to the description of the outer cave dwellings, the 18 mysterious caves is divided into 18 layers of cave domains. The sovereigns of our clan have always only managed to reach the 6th layer of the cave domains. When we heard that Sovereign Insha went to the 18 mysterious caves, and in the countless years that followed, whenever we explored the Sea of Taboo, I, Elder Yinbing, and Elder Lei Xian made numerous attempts through the 18 mysterious caves, hoping to delve deeper and possibly find out what happened to Sovereign Insha there. Unfortunately, we still couldn't penetrate below the 6th layer of the cave domains. And ever since Sovereign Insha went to the 18 mysterious caves, she has completely vanished without a trace or word. At this point, Sovereign Tianju's voice turned serious. Originally, during the more than 10,000 years following Sovereign Insha's disappearance, everything was calm, and there were no major crises involving starry sky demons or demon-polluted beasts. I speculated that perhaps Sovereign Insha and Master Yen had entirely resolved the potential starry sky demon crisis. However, in recent years, everyone should have noticed that the number of our clan's demon-polluted beasts has started to increase bizarrely. If we weren't constantly vigilant and exterminating them, it could have turned into a major disaster. Never would I have expected that while we were training at Haotian Ancient Stream, a demon-polluted beast managed to dig a secret tunnel and escape into Haotian Ancient Stream. If it hadn't been for young friend Zhang Li's help, it might have triggered an immense crisis. The demon-polluted beast domain was specifically crafted by Master Yen. Logically, it should have been impossible for a demon-polluted beast to escape. For them to dig a secret tunnel and escape, unless something happened to Master Yen, resulting in flaws in the crafted domain. In this situation, we need to visit the 18 mysterious caves again. This time, I've summoned all of you, dear sovereigns, for this matter. It just so happens that young friend Zhang Li wants to find Sovereign Insha, and with our clan's demon-polluted beasts acting oddly, the expedition to the 18 mysterious caves must begin again. This time, we must strive to delve deeper into the 18 mysterious caves. In more than 2 months, the fierce Sha period of the Sea of Taboo will end. When the fierce Sha period of the Sea of Taboo ends, we'll prepare to explore the 18 mysterious caves again. This time, everyone above the 5-star sovereign level must venture forth. Sovereign Tianju turned to Yi-chun. Young friend Zhang Li wants to find Sovereign Insha. At that time, you may join us in the action. Young friend Zhang Li is not an ordinary divine king, and he may be able to delve deeper into the 18 mysterious caves. Sovereign Tianju's words made Yi-chun take a deep breath. He nodded deeply. Sea of Taboo, 18 mysterious caves. Even if the extreme spirit clan weren't going inside to guard against a demon-polluted beast crisis, Yi-chun has to go there to look for General Insha. The period of a little over 2 months feels neither long nor short. After discussing with the notable sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan, Yi Chun began his final preparatory training for venturing into the 18 mysterious caves at a residence arranged by Sovereign Tianju. Meanwhile, Yi Chun also entrusted Sovereign Tianju and others to help search for the missing Fire Divine Pattern and Chaos Divine Pattern training materials required for the Eternal Undying Divine Body. In addition, Yi Chun was granted permission by Sovereign Tianju and others to attend the Extreme Spirit Clan's trading conference to search for treasures for trading. Chapter 1048 Sudden Change. The Extreme Spirit Clan truly lives up to its status as one of the 5 great supreme clans of the True Spirit Divine Kingdom. Though it ranks lower than the Bloodwing Clan and the Nine Flames Clan among the 5 great clans, their treasures are indeed abundant. With the help of Sovereign Tianju and others, and through his own efforts at the Treasure Exchange Congress, within just over a dozen days, Yi Chun has found almost all of the training materials missing for the Fire Divine Pattern of the Eternal God Body. Only 4 materials remain. Even for the most elusive materials, those needed for the strongest divine pattern of the Eternal God Body, the Chaos Divine Pattern, Yi Chun has found dozens within the Extreme Spirit Clan. This can be considered an absolutely enormous gain. To know that the Eternal God Body is one of the most powerful sovereign-level divine bodies in this universe, possessing great difficulty not only in cultivation but primarily in the search for materials. Currently, Yi Chun has completed the cultivation of 3 of the 5 great divine patterns of the Eternal God Body, Earth, Wind, and Water, and has gathered so many materials for the remaining 2 that for anyone else, it would be an impossible feat. All thanks to the assistance Yi Chun received from Mrs. He in the 10,000 Beasts domain, the materials gained at the Heavenly God Mountain, and the help from Kai Meng Sovereign of the Nine Flames Clan, along with the current help from the Extreme Spirit Clan Sovereigns. Of course, after the detailed search in the first 10 days, finding new materials thereafter became difficult. Yi Chun spent several days at the Extreme Spirit Clan's transaction gatherings without further discoveries, nor did any good news come from the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan. Thus, Yi Chun remains unable to commence the cultivation of the Fire Divine Pattern and Chaos Divine Pattern for the Eternal God Body. Around 2 months after Yi Chun had arrived from the ancient Forbidden Grounds to the Extreme Spirit Clan, and with about 1.5 months left until he and the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns would inspect the 18 mysterious caves, an unforeseen event occurred for Yi Chun. That day, just after Yi Chun had bid farewell to Elder Yinbing and Yinlinger, who had come to see him, Yi Chun was reflecting on the surprising connection between Yinlinger, whom he rescued, and Elder Yinbing among the few senior sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, when suddenly noisy commotion was heard outside. Whoosh! Yi Chun's mind immediately stirred, and he flew out from the residence arranged for him by Sovereign Tianju. The residence arranged by Sovereign Tianju was located on the celestial water star, the largest and most populous among countless ocean stars within the Extreme Spirit Clan. As soon as Yi Chun flew out of the residence, he saw numerous divine venerables and sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, who seemed to have received some sort of message, flying up from all directions with looks of panic on their faces. Yi Chun was still puzzled when Elder Yinbing, who had just left not long ago, returned with Yinlinger, reappearing in the void heaven. Elder Yinbing immediately spotted Yi Chun, who had flown out from the residence, and without waiting for Yi Chun to ask, Elder Yinbing exclaimed towards Yi Chun, "Zhongli, my young friend, there's been a change in the demon-polluted beast territory. Hurry and come with me to slaughter the demon-polluted beast." A change in the demon-polluted beast territory. Elder Yinbing's words made Yi Chun's heart skip a beat. Although demon-polluted beasts are merely exotic beasts formed from the scattered aura of the Starry Sky Demon, far less terrifying than the Starry Sky Demon itself, they can still devastate entire clans and even nations. Upon hearing of the change in the demon-polluted beast territory, Yi Chun didn't have time to think and instantly moved beside Elder Yinbing. Elder Yinbing, having no time for further explanations, simply instructed Yinlinger, who followed her back before taking Yi Chun and flying upwards into the void. "Brother Yi Chun, you must be careful." Yinlinger could only manage to transmit a brief message to Yi Chun, as she watched Yi Chun and Elder Yinbing disappear into the endless waves above Celestial Water Star. Countless stars within the Extreme Spirit Clan are situated in the Extreme Spirit Sea. Aside from the myriad realms surrounding each star which are separated by powerful extreme spirit clan members, the rest are covered by the vast waters of the extreme spirit sea. But such is Yi Chen, as he follows Elder Yinbing, flying into the waters of the extreme spirit sea above the stars in void heaven. The waters cannot touch Yi Chen at all. Previously, Yi Chen entered the demon-polluted beast territory by transmission through a divine statue. This time, led by Elder Yinbing, he flies over the endless sea waters toward the demon-polluted beast territory. During the flight, Elder Yinbing finally explained to Yi Chen what occurred in the demon-polluted beast territory. Just recently, several sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan responsible for guarding the demon-polluted beast territory noticed something amiss. Originally, after the extreme spirit martial land selection concluded, Yi Chen had already slaughtered numerous upper-level demonic filth beasts in the demon-polluted beast territory, even clearing one of the 5 regions completely. Alongside other selected personnel slaying moderate and lower-level demonic filth beasts, the demon-polluted beast population there was supposed to be at a very low level, making it safe. However, recently, the extreme spirit clan sovereigns guarding the demon-polluted beast territory discovered surges of black aura within. Amid the spreading black aura, demon-polluted beasts began to form rampantly. Even more frightening, the formation process didn't start with the weakest demon-polluted beasts growing stronger over time. Instead, huge numbers of divine venerable and even sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts formed immediately. Shortly after the guarding sovereigns noticed the anomaly, the number of demon-polluted beasts exploded to levels seen before the extreme spirit martial land selection and continued to rise. This sheer volume and rapid increase clearly signal a danger in the demon-polluted beast territory. Therefore, the guarding sovereigns immediately informed the higher sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan, while also beginning their assault on the increasing number of demon-polluted beasts. Upon receiving the news, all the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan immediately mobilized, even deploying many god kings and god venerables from the clan to advance toward the demon-polluted beast territory, all preparing to work together to eradicate the rapidly increasing demon-polluted beasts. Elder Yinbing, upon receiving the news and remembering the miracles Yi Chen had created during the extreme spirit martial selection, and how he single-handedly slaughtered all 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts in the Haoyan ancient stream, certainly wouldn't miss having such a great ally like Yi Chen. She immediately returned to the celestial water star, took Yi Chen with her, and asked him to help once again to exterminate the demon-polluted beasts. During the flight, Elder Yinbing's face showed signs of anxiety. After explaining the situation to Yi Chen, she pleaded, "Young friend Zhongli, we really need you to put an extra effort this time. Although our extreme spirit clan sovereigns also have infused divine light to deal with the demon-polluted beasts, it doesn't compare to your infusion that surpasses sovereign level. Only with your help can we swiftly eliminate these suddenly increased demon-polluted beasts." Upon hearing Elder Yinbing's words, Yi Chen solemnly nodded. "Elder Yinbing, please don't be so polite. The demon-polluted beasts are the enemy of countless races in this universe, and it's my duty to help eradicate them." Seeing Yi Chen's agreement to help, Elder Yinbing's face relaxed a bit. However, at this time, Yi Chen's heart was not at ease. He couldn't shake the feeling that things were not so simple. The sudden surge in the number of demon-polluted beasts in the demon-polluted beast territory is definitely not a good thing. After all, this demon-polluted beast territory is specially used by Lord Yen to seal the escaped aura of the Starry Sky Demon. The increase in the number of demon-polluted beasts in this territory, could it be due to a dramatic increase in the escape of the Starry Sky Demon's aura? Could there be a Starry Sky Demon appearing nearby? Yi Chen, possessing infused divine light surpassing the sovereign level, was not afraid of the demon-polluted beasts, but if it were the even more terrifying Starry Sky Demon, Yi Chen had no confidence in handling it. Let's hope it's just a change in the demon-polluted beasts, and not due to the Starry Sky Demon, Yi Chen silently prayed in his heart. Yi Chen and Elder Yinbing were flying at extremely high speeds, and in about half an incense stick's worth of time, they had flown to the vicinity of the superior realm of the demon-polluted beast territory. Swish! Swish! With Elder Yinbing's help, Yi Chun was directly taken into the superior-level demon-polluted beast territory. This was Yi Chun's second entry into the superior-level demon-polluted beast territory. However, unlike the previous extreme spirit martial selection, this time, as soon as Yi Chun entered, he was shocked. The number of demon-polluted beasts here was 3 or 4 times greater than when he last visited. It seemed that, during his current journey here, the number of demon-polluted beasts had increased even more. And what was even more frightening was that last time, all the demon-polluted beasts above 6-star sovereign level entered the Haotian ancient stream, and the most powerful in the superior realm were only 6-star sovereign level demon-polluted beasts. But this time, Yi Chun saw several 7-star sovereign and 8-star sovereign level demon-polluted beasts at a glance. Young friend Jiang Li, quickly lend a hand. After Yi Chun flew into the superior level demon-polluted beast territory, the others, including Sovereign Tianju who arrived earlier, also saw Yi Chun, and Sovereign Tianju immediately shouted to Yi Chun. Yi Chun knew this was not the time for hesitation. His infused divine light surged, scattering the black demonic aura within the demon-polluted beast territory. At the same time, Yi Chun instantly flashed beside a 7-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast. Boom! Yi Chun grabbed with a big hand, and the infusion of divine light surpassing the sovereign level formed a huge golden hand that instantly crushed the 7-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beast on the spot. Bang! 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 Yi Chun didn't stop for a moment, his figure continuously flashing. Each time he flashed to a new location, a high-level demon-polluted beast was slain. And the ones Yi Chun was slaughtering were all 7-star sovereign, 8-star sovereign, and 9-star sovereign-level demon-polluted beasts. With Yi Chun, a miraculous figure who could nearly slaughter all demon-polluted beasts, present, the pressure on the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan significantly decreased. With more sovereigns continually arriving, especially those returning from the Haotian ancient stream, the tide of the battle finally began to turn, with their extermination speed gradually surpassing the rate at which demon-polluted beasts were appearing. After half an hour passed, the number of demon-polluted beasts in the superior realm finally dropped below a safe level. At this time, a number of sovereigns from the extreme spirit clan also went to the middle realm and lower realm to assist the god venerables and god kings there in slaughtering the weaker demon-polluted beasts. When an hour had passed, this sudden change in the demon-polluted beast territory had finally passed through the most critical phase. However, just as the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan and Yi Chun thought they could catch their breath, something even more shocking occurred. Sovereign Lei Bo, responsible for guarding the extreme spirit sea outside the extreme spirit martial land, sent a divine message directly to everyone. This divine message explicitly mentioned an even more terrifying upheaval happening in the Sea of Taboo, outside the extreme spirit martial land. Chapter 1049 Demonization. Has an even more terrifying abrupt change occurred? Shahai Forbidden Zone? Receiving the divine message from Sovereign Lei Bo, the old sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan such as Sovereign Tianju, Sovereign Yinbing, and Sovereign Lei Xian, who were within the demon-polluted beast realm, were all shocked. The Sea of Taboo, as one of the 8 great forbidden lands of the true spirit divine kingdom, and the one closest to the extreme spirit sea, was undoubtedly familiar to the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan. However, the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan had never heard of any startling abrupt changes ever occurring in the Sea of Taboo. At most, it was just during the fiend outbreak period that made the clan members wary of approaching. The old sovereigns hurriedly continued to sense the divine message from Sovereign Lei Bo. After finishing sensing all the divine messages, Sovereign Tianju's face suddenly changed dramatically. What? The fiend beasts in the Sea of Taboo have been influenced by some unknown black force, and they are all starting to undergo demonization? Moreover, it seems like they are about to surge out of the Sea of Taboo and begin attacking our extreme spirit clan territory? Boom! The words transmitted in Sovereign Lei Bo's divine message made Sovereign Tianju and others completely disbelieving. One must know that the extreme spirit clan has lived in the extreme spirit sea for years, yet they have never encountered an invasion from the fiend beasts within the Sea of Taboo. At most, they encountered these slaughtering creatures only when venturing deep into the Sea of Taboo, but such an active invasion of the extreme spirit clan is absolutely unprecedented. We need to quickly check out the Sea of Taboo. This abrupt change concerns the life and death of the extreme spirit clan, and the sovereigns did not dare to be careless, with Sovereign Tianju speaking up directly. What about the demon-polluted beasts here? Although we have killed countless, reducing their number to a safe threshold, if there's a sudden change again, rushing back here will waste a lot of time. Proposed a sovereign of the extreme spirit clan. The terrifying abrupt change in the Sea of Taboo is a major issue, and the sudden increase of demon-polluted beasts in the demon-polluted beast realm is equally important, both incidents putting immense pressure on the clan members of the extreme spirit clan. While many worried about more changes occurring in the demon-polluted beast realm, Yichun, standing beside Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Yinbing, suddenly spoke, "No, this demon-polluted beast realm seems different. It seems like the force that caused the sudden increase in demon-polluted beasts is dissipating. Look, the black aura that once shrouded the entire demon-polluted beast realm has faded significantly." Swish, swish, swish. As Yi Chen's words fell, the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan spread their divine senses in all directions, and after a detailed sensing, they were equally astonished. Indeed, the black aura has decreased, and the demon-polluted beast count has stopped increasing. What happened? Just now, even as we frenziedly slaughtered demon-polluted beasts, the numbers kept surging, but now the demon-polluted beasts have suddenly stopped increasing. If the demon-polluted beast realm doesn't change anymore, we can focus all our efforts on dealing with the changes in the Sea of Taboo, which is indeed good news. Seeing the situation improve, many sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan exclaimed joyfully. However, at this moment, Yichun felt a sinking feeling in his heart. The message from Sovereign Lei Bo about the change in the Sea of Taboo coincided with the cessation of changes in the demon-polluted beast realm. Yichun had a strong feeling there might be a connection between the two. Perhaps, the previous changes in the demon-polluted beast realm were merely precursors to the true crisis in the Sea of Taboo. If the previous occurrences in the demon-polluted beast realm are related to the abrupt changes in the Sea of Taboo, then the impending danger in the Sea of Taboo could be countless times more perilous than the recent events in the demon-polluted beast realm. Sea of Taboo, demon-polluted beast, starry sky demon, Lord Yen, strange runes suddenly transporting me to the Sea of Taboo. Yi Chen's mind and spirit moved rapidly, feeling as if he was uncovering more and more significant secrets. Just as Yi Chen's mind raced, Sovereign Tianju made a decision. Since the events in the demon-polluted beast realm have halted, and there's danger in the Sea of Taboo, we can't hesitate any longer. All sovereigns below the 6-star level remain here to guard against any further changes in the demon-polluted beast realm. If anything occurs, notify us immediately. Sovereigns of 6-star level and above, follow me to the Sea of Taboo at once. Yes, yes. Upon hearing Sovereign Tianju's arrangement, the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan responded in unison. At this moment, Yichun stepped forward and approached Sovereign Tianju. "Elder Tianju, allow me to accompany you to the Sea of Taboo as well." Hearing Yichen's words, Sovereign Tianju was momentarily surprised but then nodded. "Zhang Li, my young friend, is not a member of the extreme spirit clan and does not need to follow my orders. If you wish to visit the Sea of Taboo, feel free to join us." "Thank you, Elder." Yichun saluted Sovereign Tianju with clasped hands. Swish, swish, swish. With the arrangements complete, in the next moment, with a wave of Sovereign Tianju's sleeve, all the sovereigns of the 6-star level and above, along with Yichun, were all suspended in the sky. Then, led by Sovereign Tianju, Sovereign Yinbing, and several other 9-star old sovereigns, thousands of people departed the demon-polluted beast realm and flew toward the directions of the extreme spirit martial land and the Sea of Taboo. After approximately 1 incense stick's worth of time, Yichun once again arrived above the extreme spirit martial land. The last time he was here in the extreme spirit martial land, it was to participate in the selection process. Yichun never expected, within a bit over a month since he started searching for materials and cultivating within the Extreme Spirit Sea, such a major change would occur in the Extreme Spirit clan. And when he arrived above the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, gazing towards the distant Sea of Taboo, and simultaneously using his divine sense to probe, Yichun's face truly changed dramatically. Yichun directly observed the vast sea surface of the entire Sea of Taboo, shrouded heavily in black aura. A dense black aura similar to what was initially present in the demon-polluted beast realm, yet countless times denser, more frightening, amidst the immense black aura. Yichun saw towering beasts, thousands to tens of thousands of feet long, roaring heavenwards above the Sea of Taboo. As their forms emerged from the black aura, visible were fearsome black spots that appeared on their bodies. With the flashing of these black spots, their eyes all turned completely blood-red. Roar! 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 Countless towering beasts, terrifying slaughtering creatures roared skyward within the Sea of Taboo, and their demon-like blood-red eyes caused all the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns probing them with divine sense to change their expressions dramatically. Chapter 1050 – Heaven and Earth-Shattering. How can one's expression not change dramatically? The entire interior of the Shahai Forbidden Land is filled with countless slaughter creatures, some at the 8th star and 9th star sovereign level. In reality, these creatures, in terms of both number and combat power, are stronger than all the martial artists of the Jiling tribe combined. In the past, since the slaughter creatures within the Shahai Forbidden Land did not leave to invade the Jiling tribe, there was no need for concern. Now, if these slaughter creatures indeed break out of the Shahai Forbidden Land and attack the Jiling tribe, the tribe would absolutely be unable to withstand them. What on earth has happened? Look, among those skyward roaring giant beasts, there are many high-level sovereign slaughter creatures. In the past, during the ferocious outbreak period, they would gather in the deep sea area, but now they appear even in the shallow sea area. An Extreme Spirit Tribe sovereign exclaimed in shock. They're not just appearing in the shallow sea area. At this moment, Sovereign Leibo, responsible for guarding the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, also walked over to the crowd and directly said, "Since the sudden change occurred within the Shahai Forbidden Land, I have observed the terrifying slaughter creatures spreading outward from the deep sea area, and it looks like they won't stop at the shallow sea area. They're bound to break out of the Shahai Forbidden Land, with their first target possibly being the Extreme Spirit Martial Land and Extreme Spirit Sea." The words of Sovereign Leibo caused the hearts of the Extreme Spirit Tribe's sovereigns to sink. Leading the group, Sovereign Tianju glanced towards the Shahai Forbidden Land, full of crazy, demonic slaughter creatures, and his eyes narrowed. He noticed that in the moment they arrived, the slaughter creatures within the Shahai Forbidden Land had moved a bit closer to the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. Something's wrong. Those terrifying black spots on these slaughter creatures seem to be influencing them. It's as if these black spots are driving the slaughter creatures to break out of the Shahai Forbidden Land. The words of Sovereign Tianju drew more attention from the Extreme Spirit Tribe's sovereigns to the terrifying black spots on the slaughter creatures within the Shahai Forbidden Land. When they arrived, they noticed the black spots and the black aura enveloping these slaughter creatures. This was a situation they had never encountered before during past explorations of the Shahai Forbidden Land. What should we do? Should we enter the Shahai Forbidden Land and kill some of the slaughter creatures first? If we don't kill them beforehand and they swarm onto the shore, it would be a major disaster. Sovereign Yinbing beside them showed a look of urgency on her face. No, we cannot directly enter the Shahai Forbidden Land to kill them. Sovereign Tianju's face was heavy, and he shook his head. We can't see the number of these terrifying slaughter creatures in the thick black aura within the Shahai Forbidden Land, but from the parts of their figures exposed, we can imagine that their number is incredibly unimaginable. It's even possible that all the slaughter creatures within the Shahai Forbidden Land have been stirred up. If that's the case and we go down, we could be walking right into a trap. Even if we manage to kill some of the slaughter creatures, we would lose a large number of people. Then what? We can't just wait here. Elder Yinbing also felt a sense of powerlessness. She knew that what Sovereign Tianju said was right. If all the slaughter creatures in the Shanghai Forbidden Land were to go berserk, they certainly couldn't enter to kill them. However, she was unwilling to just watch as countless slaughter creatures approached the Extreme Spirit Martial Land and the Extreme Spirit Sea. At this point, Sovereign Tianju finally made a decision. He spoke to the high-level sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Tribe beside him. "We have to prepare for the worst. Now, Yinbing, you must quickly return to the Extreme Spirit Sea and gather the tribe members into the spatial divine artifact. Should the slaughter creatures from Shanghai Forbidden Land really attack and we can't stop them, even if the Extreme Spirit Martial Land and Extreme Spirit Sea are destroyed, we can't let all the tribe members die in this chaos." At the same time, Sovereign Tianju turned to Elder Lei Xian and said, "Lei Xian, you and I must quickly activate the defense prohibition of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. The Extreme Spirit Martial Land serves as a defensive barrier for the Extreme Spirit Sea, and our tribe's transcendental sovereign-level beings have helped set up considerable defenses in the past. With their help, we might withstand this great crisis. Retreat. Defense." This was Sovereign Tianju's final decision. The Extreme Spirit Tribe sovereigns' minds flickered for a moment, and both Elder Yinbing and Elder Lei Xian nodded. They knew that facing the terrifying threat of the Shanghai Forbidden Land's slaughter creatures, this was the best possible response. Swish, swish, swish. In an instant, the group split into two. Elder Yinbing flew directly back to the Extreme Spirit Sea, while Sovereign Tianju and others prepared to activate the defense prohibition at the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. At this moment, Sovereign Tianju glanced at Yi Chun. He said to Yi Chun, "Friend Zhongli, this great calamity might be something our Extreme Spirit Clan cannot avoid. In this situation, we have no time to worry about you. You must be extra careful." To Yi Chun, a mysterious divine king, both Sovereign Tianju and the only 9-star sovereign, Sovereign Heluan, left in the Extreme Spirit Clan, believed that a figure even more powerful than the Divine Master stood behind Yi Chun. However, Yi Chun was ultimately just a divine king, and that great figure behind him was not present. He relied on the beyond sovereign level infusion of divine light, which specifically restrained the demon-polluted beasts to kill high-level ones, but in terms of real combat power, Sovereign Tianju knew that even if Yi Chun, the divine king, was formidable, dealing with a 1-star or 2-star sovereign was already noteworthy. If tasked with dealing with slaughter creatures of 8-star or 9-star sovereign levels in the Sea of Taboo, it would definitely be impossible. Hearing Sovereign Tianju's words, Yi Chun seriously nodded and said, "Senior Tianju, you don't need to worry about me. I will be cautious about everything." Faced with countless terrifying slaughter creatures within the dense black aura of the Sea of Taboo, roaring towards the sky, Yi Chun also felt powerless. Although he harbored the mysterious rune, and Yi Chun felt that the power within could definitely destroy all slaughter creatures in the Sea of Taboo, he simply could not activate that bizarre rune. Meanwhile, his infusion of beyond sovereign-level divine light specialized in restraining demon-polluted beasts, so dealing with these slaughter creatures seemed nearly impossible for Yi Chun. In such a situation, Yi Chun could only rely on his own means. However, his own means were indeed incapable of coping with the threats of high-level slaughter creatures of sovereign levels. Fortunately, Yi Chun also had the changeable divine ability from the Tai chapter of the Primordial Star Scripture. Previously, in the Sea of Taboo, he used the changeable divine ability to avoid notice from countless slaughter creatures, successfully escaping from the deep-sea regions during the frenzy outbreak period of the Sea of Taboo. Now, with this means, perhaps he could make use of it again in this major crisis. While Yi Chun was pondering, Sovereign Tianju, who had advised him, also did not hesitate any longer. He, along with another elder sovereign, Elder Lei Xian, flew to a certain area below the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. In the void, only Yi Chun and other sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan remained, watching intently every move of the terrifying slaughter creatures in the Sea of Taboo. Roar! 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 As time passed, Yi Chun noticed that the slaughter creatures within the Sea of Taboo were becoming increasingly berserk, getting closer and closer to the edge of the extreme spirit martial land. Before Elder Yinbing could return from the extreme spirit sea, and before Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian could confirm the success of the activation of the defense prohibition, hundreds of terrifying slaughter creatures had already charged out from the seawater of the Sea of Taboo, surging onto the shore and heading towards the extreme spirit martial land. Among these hundreds of slaughter creatures, there were gigantic beasts thousands of feet tall, numbering in the 7 or 8, which were at the 9-star sovereign level alongside other various forms and weaker grades of slaughter creatures. As they surged forth from the Sea of Taboo, they tore apart the dense black aura covering the sea for miles, and looking inwardly into the black mist, there was a mass of slaughter creatures following in their wake, rushing forward. Attack! Without a moment's hesitation, as the first slaughter creature emerged from the Sea of Taboo, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan above the void of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land made their move. They dared not delve into the Sea of Taboo, but now with the slaughter creatures charging towards the shore, they obviously could not stand by without responding. Boom! 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 From among the numerous sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, over a dozen 9-star sovereigns directly confronted those 9-star sovereign-level slaughter creatures, while the remaining sovereigns advanced towards the other slaughter creatures. This was a great battle involving high-level sovereign power. It's needless to say how fierce it was. At the moment when the two sides clashed, the land near the Sea of Taboo at the Extreme Spirit Martial Land crumbled in patches from the bombardment, and even the void was torn open into vast void rifts. The sea roared. The earth collapsed. The void tore. A conflict involving thousands of high-level sovereign combat powers directly turned the outermost region of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land into a scene of heaven and earth collapsing. In the terrifying surges of killing force, amidst the bursts of bloodstains, Yi Chun, suspended in the void, moved and transformed into a speck of dust, floating high above. Yi Chen's gaze did not fall on the slaughter seen by the shore. Instead, he turned into a speck of dust and shot rapidly into the depths of the Sea of Taboo. Yi Chun intended to take advantage of the outbreak of war to carefully see what exactly happened within the Sea of Taboo. Chapter 1051- Strangulation. But as soon as Yi Chun flew into the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area, his mind and spirit instantly shifted dramatically. Last time, when he exited from the deep sea area of the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area, he could still use the divine skill Transform easily to fly steadily within the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area. However, this time, as soon as Yi Chun entered the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area, he sensed a terrifying power hidden inside, making him feel that plunging deeper would risk his demise at any moment. This terrifying power was obviously the force brought by the dreadful black energy enveloping the entire Sha-Hai Forbidden Area. Even with the Transform easily divine skill, Yi Chun felt that he absolutely couldn't let himself get even the slightest bit tainted by that dreadful black energy. Thus, Yi Chun had just flown tens of thousands of feet into the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area when he saw the extremely dense and dreadful black energy showing signs of sweeping toward him. He hastily retreated back toward the shore. The interior of the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area was now too terrifying, far beyond what his strength could easily explore, and during Yi Chen's brief advancement and retreat, the number of terrifying massacre creatures surging from the Sha-Hai Forbidden Area to the shores of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land skyrocketed by dozens of times. Originally, the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns had already slaughtered quite a few of the terrifying massacre creatures, but suddenly they were completely overwhelmed. Seeing this situation, Yi Chun couldn't spare any time for more thoughts. Although his combat power didn't match the high-ranking sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan on the scene, at this critical moment, Yi Chun certainly had to contribute what he could. Boom! Boom! Yi Chun, transformed into a speck of dust, directly used his divine sense to sweep toward the multitude of massacre creatures in the sky. Unable to deal with the massacre creatures above the 2-star sovereign level, Yi Chun directly prepared to find and slay those weaker 2-star, 1-star sovereign level creatures, or those below the Dominion realm. After his divine sense scanned the surroundings, Yi Chen's figure instantly flickered, appearing in front of a 1,000-foot-tall octopus-shaped massacre creature. This was a 1-star sovereign-level ocean massacre creature from the Shanghai Forbidden Area, originally attacking with other massacre creatures against a 6-star sovereign of the Extreme Spirit Clan. In the instant Yi Chun flashed in front of it, transforming into a speck of dust, he surged forth, and the next moment, with the slash of purple-gold stellar power, he directly killed the 1-star sovereign-level octopus-shaped massacre creature on the spot. This massacre creature didn't even have time to react. Instantly, Yi Chen's figure flickered again, transforming back into a speck of dust, flying toward another weaker massacre creature. Though Yi Chun only slew a 1-star sovereign-level massacre creature, his astonishing transform-easily divine skill still intimidated the nearby massacre creatures and the 6-star sovereign, causing this particular skirmish to pause for several breaths. It wasn't until Yi Chun disappeared that dozens of massacre creatures once again surged toward the 6-star sovereign, who quickly steeled his mind and spirit to re-engage in battle. Swish, swish, swish. Other Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns were not completely winning each blow against the massacre creature's onslaught, but Yi Chun, using the transform-easily divine skill to target and slay, managed to kill a massacre creature each time he appeared. In just a few dozen breaths, the massacre creatures slain by Yi Chun numbered over 100. Unfortunately, even though Yi Chun killed 100 massacre creatures, and other Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns together had slain thousands, in comparison to the swarming numbers pouring from the Shanghai Forbidden Area, it was just a drop in the ocean. What's more, as more and more massacre creatures continued to surge ashore, the massacre creatures' assault on everyone did not diminish but increased. Several Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns even perished at their hands. We can't hold them. We can't hold them. At this moment, the outermost land near the Shanghai Forbidden Area, in the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, had completely collapsed, and the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns trapped within the hordes of massacre creatures were bathed in blood, their eyes red, filled with panic and fury. Boom! 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 With deafening roars, when another massive wave of over 10,000 terrifying massacre creatures poured ashore from the Shanghai Forbidden Area. The Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns were completely in despair. At that moment, a long-awaited voice finally reached their ears. This voice belonged to Sovereign Tianjue, who had gone to the Extreme Spirit Martial Land secret ground to activate the defense prohibition. Sovereign Tianjue transmitted his voice to everyone outside, saying, "Retreat quickly. The defense prohibition has been activated. We will use it to obliterate these massacre creatures." From Sovereign Tianjue's words, an inexplicable tremor could be heard. Clearly, even upon activating the defense prohibition, Sovereign Tianjue also witnessed the massacre situation on shore along with the increasing swarm of terrifying massacre creatures. Retreat! Retreat! Originally struggling bitterly just to win a bit more time for Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan no longer dared to resist further upon hearing Sovereign Tianju's words. All of them simultaneously shot towards the interior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. Yi Chun, turned into a speck of dust, also retreated with the crowd towards the interior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. The participants in the battle were high-ranking sovereigns brought by Sovereign Tianju. Choosing retreat over combat, their speed was naturally faster. However, the godlike slaughter creatures in the field were no easy foe. In the blink of Yi Chen's eye, a dozen or so sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan perished at the hands of the densely packed slaughter creatures while retreating. Watching from not far away as a 7-star-old sovereign was torn to pieces by 3 colossal fiend beasts, Yi Chen's eyes turned blood-red. Brutal massacre. This is a great catastrophe. Even facing such a disaster comparable to that of the Extreme Spirit Clan, Yi Chun could deeply empathize. Yi Chun had no time to react further. In this catastrophe, he couldn't save high-ranking sovereigns from the hands of the high-ranking slaughter creatures. He could only retreat with the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, helplessly watching one sovereign after another get mauled to death by the pursuing slaughter creatures amidst the retreat. When Yi Chun and the others retreated to the interior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, already over 100 of the thousands of high-ranking sovereigns had fallen. Losing such a number of high-ranking sovereigns at once definitely ranks among the top catastrophes in the history of the Extreme Spirit Clan. Fortunately, when the high-ranking sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan reached the interior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, somehow, from the position of the defense prohibition, Sovereign Tianju activated a mechanism. They saw rings of light appear around the sovereigns being chased by the countless slaughter creatures. Enveloped by the rings of light, these sovereigns were captured by a force and disappeared from the field. Yi Chun, too, with a flash of brilliance in his eyes, vanished at the moment of his appearance, carried away by these mysterious rings of light. The next moment, Yi Chun and the high-ranking sovereigns appeared in a massive great hall. Looking towards this grand hall, not far in front lay a bottomless pit. In the pit stood circular giant pillars inscribed with mysterious divine patterns. Beneath these massive columns, radiant crystals flickered, and now these pillars seemed to be activated by a peculiar force, lighting up with strange brilliance. At this moment, Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian, the two 9-star elder sovereigns long waiting at this place, stood at the edge of this pit, each holding an ancient token in their hands. Seeing Yi Chun and the others return safely, Sovereign Tianju had no time for many words. After nodding to Yi Chun and the others, he exchanged a glance with Sovereign Lei Xian, and both raised their ancient tokens simultaneously. The next moment, the divine light on the ancient tokens flickered, seemingly activated by the tokens. Among the massive columns glowing with strange lights in the pit below, hundreds of them emanated purple-silver lightning like brilliance that blasted out from within, all converging towards the void above the columns. The gathered purple-silver brilliance of hundreds of columns formed a sea of thunder and lightning, a sight resembling a tempestuous ocean. Then, with a buzz, this thunderous sea disappeared from the void above the columns. Following this, something astonishing happened before Yi Chen's eyes. The void above the columns revealed the entire situation outside the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. One could see, after the disappearance of the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns, the chasing slaughter creatures paused momentarily in astonishment. Then these creatures frantically began to destroy the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, smashing the original elegant buildings into dust within moments with their earth-shattering strikes. The sky and ground of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land turned into utter chaos, as the countless slaughter creatures from the Sea of Taboo swarmed ashore. The entire Extreme Spirit Martial Land transformed into a scene of a purgatory, with black specks of terrifying organisms roaring madly everywhere. These slaughter creatures, after completely wrecking the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, even aimed to smash through the other side's defense, directly advancing towards the Extreme Spirit Sea. At this moment, the thunderous sea formed by the hundreds of columns, which had previously disappeared from the great hall where Yi Chun stood, suddenly reappeared in the sky above the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. When this sea of thunderstorm formed earlier, Yi Chun had not realized its dreadful power, feeling none of it dispersing. Yet, once the sea appeared over the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, it instantly encompassed the entire territory. The densely packed power within also burst forth entirely, transforming into countless bolts of lightning, spanning hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands of meters in width, wildly rampaging throughout the land. The whole of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land instantaneously became a world obliterated by a vast, fearsome sea of thunderstorm. Residing within, possibly more than 100,000 mighty slaughter creatures, fell prey to this lighting, being relentlessly slain into dust, leaving Yi Chun utterly stunned. Even 9-star sovereign-level slaughter creatures found it difficult to withstand in the maelstrom of this thunderous power. In merely dozens of breaths, what was a dense occupation of slaughter creatures over the whole of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land was ground to ashes, leaving just the broken ruins of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land behind. Chapter 1052. Earth-Shattering Change. This situation not only left Yi Chun completely shocked, but also left the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan with their mouths agape. Even Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian, who were driving the defensive grand formation of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, didn't expect that the strongest defensive grand formation left by the predecessors of the Extreme Spirit Clan would be so powerful. It's indeed impressive that a defensive grand formation, crafted and modified by entities beyond the sovereign level returning from the cosmic sea, could easily slaughter the creatures within the Sea of Taboo. Many sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit clan now displayed expressions of extreme delight. We are saved. The power of such a defensive grand formation seems truly capable of resisting the slaughtering creatures emerging from the Sea of Taboo. But in the next moment, their joyous voices tightened, because they discovered that although the numerous slaughtering creatures emerging from the Sea of Taboo onto the Extreme Spirit Martial Land were wiped out, countless more continued to climb up from the Sea of Taboo, flooding into the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. It seemed that the death of over 100,000 slaughtering creatures did not affect those that followed in the least. In less than a moment, 70 to 80,000 more slaughtering creatures had poured into the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. Just when Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian had briefly relaxed, their hearts sank. They exchanged glances, and with a flip of the tokens in their hands, the power of the thunderous ocean that enveloped the entire Extreme Spirit Martial Land once again moved to slaughter the new influx of slaughtering creatures. Inflow. Slaughter. Death. More inflow. The entire Extreme Spirit Martial Land had truly become a terrifying world. It's unknown how many slaughtering creatures had been slaughtered. Yet the slaughtering creatures from the Sea of Taboo seemed endless, continuously pouring in. Even more frightening, Yi Chun noticed that as one after another of the slaughtering creatures were slain, the interior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land was gradually enveloped by a black gas exuding bloodlight. It seemed that the spirits of every slaughtering creature, after death, with the black spots on their bodies, condensed into another kind of unknown bloodlight black gas. The bloodlight black gas was increasing, while the thunder lightning power of the defensive grand formation was growing weaker with each round of slaughter. Finally, crack, crack. Yi Chun heard the sound of breaking from the shiny crystals at the base of the hundreds of giant pillars that had earlier unleashed the thunderous ocean power from the pit in front of them, and the strange light atop those giant pillars dimmed instantly. Apparently, the defensive power within these giant pillars had been completely exhausted after slaughtering several batches of slaughtering creatures. The defensive power was exhausted, yet the slaughtering creatures surging from the Sea of Taboo had evidently not been entirely eradicated. In less than a moment, over 100,000 more slaughtering creatures had poured into the Extreme Spirit Martial Land. Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian had no time to think. They could only once again activate the tokens, unleashing the defensive power from the hundreds of stone pillars remaining in the pit, and covering the exterior of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land once again. At the moment, the entire Extreme Spirit Martial Land presented an extremely tense situation. On one side, slaughtering creatures from the Sea of Taboo were being continually massacred. On the other, the defensive power of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land was being steadily depleted. The hearts of the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit clan were in their throats. They didn't know if the countless giant pillars in the pit could completely withstand the incessant assault of slaughtering creatures. If the power within the giant pillars were exhausted first, they would have no stronger means to protect the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, let alone the more distant Extreme Spirit Sea behind it. At this moment, Yi Chen's mind and spirit were not focused on the stalemate between the defensive power and the slaughtering creatures. His gaze was fixed intently on the increasingly dense bloodlight black gas within the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, resulting from the constant death of slaughtering creatures. Yi Chun had a lingering feeling that this bloodlight black gas concealed something even more terrifying. Why are those slaughtering creatures from the Sea of Taboo flooding into the Extreme Spirit Martial Land like mad? Even after so many have died, they still keep pouring in? What on earth is the black gas affecting the slaughtering creatures? And what is the bloodlight black gas that appears after their death? Why has this dire calamity occurred? And when will it come to an end? With countless doubts and immense unease in his heart, Yi Chun was helpless. With his combat power, he could not resolve such a dire catastrophe. Even though he sensed that the bloodlight black gas concealed something more dreadful, he was currently powerless. The high-ranking sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit clan, too, now looked at the increasingly dense bloodlight black gas within the Extreme Spirit Martial Land with a sense of inexplicable unease. Yet they had no options. The slaughtering creatures poured into the extreme spirit martial land, and they couldn't refrain from killing them. Even though they knew that killing these creatures would produce that strange blood-like black gas, they still had to slaughter the creatures. Otherwise, if these slaughtering creatures were to breach the extreme spirit martial land, then it would not just turn into ruins. Even their homeland, the extreme spirit sea, would become a wasteland. We can only slaughter them. No matter how things turn out afterward, we must first ensure the safety of the extreme spirit sea and the safety of our clansmen. At this moment, Sovereign Tianju's hands were trembling uncontrollably. He didn't even know whether the defensive prohibition beneath the extreme spirit martial land could hold out until the final moment. When the entire massacre process lasted for about an hour, when more than half of the giant pillars in the deep pit of the Prohibition Hall had become dim, and when Yi Chan and the others no longer knew how many massacre creatures had died within the extreme spirit martial land, suddenly, the entire land outside fell silent. As another batch of massacre creatures was slaughtered, no more massacre creatures surged onto the extreme spirit martial land. Is the attack over? The sovereigns of the Spirit Clan, hidden in the Prohibition Hall, were somewhat unaccustomed to the sudden cessation of the massacre creature attack. Could it be that we finally withstood this great calamity from the Sea of Taboo? The hearts of all the sovereigns were filled with hope, along with an inexplicable concern. At this moment, Yi Chan, who was closely watching the thick bloodlight black waves above the boundary of extreme spirit martial land, suddenly widened his eyes. Yi Chan shouted, "No, it's not over. Look at that bloodlight black wave." Just as Yi Chan exclaimed, the bloodlight black waves formed from the death of countless massacre creatures, which had previously remained within extreme spirit martial land, suddenly moved violently. Even though these bloodlight black waves had been accumulating thickly before, they had never moved violently. And as the bloodlight black waves moved violently, these waves formed a stretch covering hundreds of miles around, with a thickness also reaching hundreds of feet, like waves of black-red water. After these black-red waves formed, they rolled over the extreme spirit martial land, causing Yi Chan and the sovereigns of the Spirit Clan to tremble, witnessing that as the waves passed by, the already dilapidated extreme spirit martial land instantly turned into patches of dark black. A few dozen breaths later, the entire land of the extreme spirit martial land seemed to wither completely, losing all vitality. It's worth noting that even though the extreme spirit martial land was previously damaged by the massacre creatures, given time it could have possibly recovered, but now, seeing the land completely turn dark black, Yi Chan and the others had a feeling that from now on, the extreme spirit martial land would be barren and become a land of death. Even more terrifying things lay ahead. After these black-red waves absorbed the vitality of the entire extreme spirit martial land, their area enlarged significantly, and they actually started to retract towards the Sea of Taboo outside the extreme spirit martial land. Sovereign Tianju hastily activated a prohibition within the hall to reveal the scene of the Sea of Taboo outside. Yi Chan saw that as the black-red waves retracted into the Sea of Taboo, the sea areas they passed over also seemed to have their vitality drained, turning into dark black patches, and those black-red waves grew larger and larger, from covering hundreds of miles, to thousands of miles, to tens of thousands of miles, until finally they seemed to completely envelop the boundaries of the Sea of Taboo that the defense prohibition could probe. The Sea of Taboo, before Yi Chen's eyes, was flickering with bizarre blood-red black light. In this situation, both Yi Chen and the sovereigns of the Spirit Clan absolutely knew that a catastrophic event was about to occur. These black-red waves, carrying bloodlight, were definitely innumerably more terrifying and bizarre than the previous dreadful black waves that shrouded the Sea of Taboo. "Let's go out and take a look." Seeing the black-red waves retreating towards the Sea of Taboo, seeing the bizarre events continuously developing, Sovereign Tianju and the others had no heart to hide within the defense prohibition anymore. Sovereign Tianju immediately activated the transport prohibition, transmitting Yi Chan and the others all to the outside. Something unexpected happened to Yi Chan and the others. This transportation, they couldn't enter the now dark black boundary of the extreme spirit martial land. They were directly transmitted into the void heaven above the defensive boundary. Why can't we enter the extreme spirit martial land? The spirit clan sovereigns exclaimed in shock. At this moment, as Yi Chun looked at the dark black extreme spirit martial land, he recalled something that Sovereign Tianju had once told him. Sovereign Tianju once said that the terrifying starry sky demon could devour countless cosmic seas and cosmic boundaries, turning them into regions that cannot be entered, becoming dark worlds. Now, the extreme spirit martial land has turned dark black, inaccessible. Could it be that it has been devoured by the power of the starry sky demon? The sudden change in the demon-polluted beast realm, the sudden change in the Sea of Taboo, and when Lord Yen sent General Insha to the Sea of Taboo to deal with the starry sky demon, Yi Chun thought of a possibility. Could the previous anomalies in the demon-polluted beast realm and the Sea of Taboo have been brought about by the starry sky demon? Thinking of this possibility, Yi Chun was simply horrified. He couldn't bear it any longer, and directly flew towards the direction of the Sea of Taboo, above the void heaven. Just as Yi Chun approached the edge of the Sea of Taboo, he sensed that the entire range of the Sea of Taboo that could be explored had already turned into a sea of bloodlight black color, all flowing with the black-red waves that had previously turned the extreme spirit martial land dark black. And as the black-red waves devoured the whole Sea of Taboo, transforming it into a dark boundary, an earth-shattering change occurred, only to see the dark black Sea of Taboo suddenly split open as if it were cut in two, with a huge seam splitting open, followed by a mysterious cavern resembling a towering 18-story giant tower being blown out by a mysterious force from the seam. As this 18-story mysterious cavern was blown out, looking further down, one could see that at the bottom of the sea, a cavernous black hole with a circumference of tens of thousands of feet, resembling an eye, appeared strangely. Chapter 1053. First Encounter with the Starry Sky Demon. Yi Chun's heart suddenly skipped a beat when he saw the black cavern, which looked like an eye, spanning tens of thousands of feet. Even though the surface of this black cavern seemed unremarkable, Yi Chun couldn't help but feel a sense of extreme fear in his heart. It felt as if something horrifically terrifying was hidden within this black cavern, something he could absolutely not withstand. It wasn't just Yi Chun. When the Sea of Taboo underwent a drastic change, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, who flew alongside Yi Chun to the edge of the Sea of Taboo hovering in the void heaven, felt an inexplicable terror upon seeing the black cavern at the seabed's great chasm, which also resembled an eye. Not even the most powerful 9-star Elder Sovereign, Sovereign Tianju, was an exception. What exactly is this black cavern? How can it be hidden in the seabed depths of the Sea of Taboo? Exclaimed a sovereign of the Extreme Spirit Clan in horror. This black cavern, spanning tens of thousands of feet and resembling an eye, was so mysterious that it captured all the attention of everyone present. They had no time to look again at the 18 layers of secret caves that exploded from the fissure like a giant tower. They didn't have any more time to spare. Immediately after the 18-layered, giant tower-like secret cave was blasted out, exposing the black cavern, a formidable burst of dense black gas erupted from within. Following it, an exotic beast over 200 meters long rushed out of the black cavern. Although slightly over 200 meters long, this exotic beast was already colossal compared to the people like Yi Chun, yet it seemed small in comparison to the tens of thousands of feet wide black cavern. Moreover, had not Yi Chun and the others witnessed 1,000-foot-tall gigantic beasts before? Logically, this sudden appearance of a 200-meter-long exotic beast should not have terrified Yi Chun and the others so much. Yet in reality, it was completely different. The instant this 200-meter-long exotic beast emerged, Yi Chun had an intuition that there was something absolutely not of this universe about this beast, possibly far exceeding anything he had ever seen from a divine master realm expert. Yi Chun had a premonition that this exotic beast, merely with its breath, could definitely annihilate a divine master realm powerhouse. And beside Yi Chun, at the moment Sovereign Tianju saw this exotic beast, his face turned utterly pale. Starry sky demon? Sovereign Tianju couldn't help but exclaim in astonishment. Sovereign Tianju was the 9-star Elder Sovereign of the Extreme Spirit Clan, one of the 5 supreme clans of the true spirit divine kingdom. He had heard about the appearance of the starry sky demon. The starry sky demon, he heard, resembled a rat in form, with a body as black as ink, yet peculiarly adorned with 3 golden horns on its head. Moreover, it said that this starry sky demon has 8 pairs, totaling 16 eyes scattered all over its head. Such a peculiar appearance was deeply engraved in Sovereign Tianju's memory. Even though he had never seen a starry sky demon, such documentation he would never forget. And now this exotic beast, which suddenly rushed out from the seabed's black cavern, looked precisely like a rat, with an entirely black body, 3 golden horns on its head, and a total of 16 eyes. The appearance was exactly as described for the starry sky demon. Starry sky demon? Hearing Sovereign Tianju's voice, Yi Chen's heart also trembled. He directed his gaze straight towards the exotic beast, which had just leaped out of the black cavern, seemingly still adapting to the new environment. If this exotic beast is indeed the so-called starry sky demon, reputedly more terrifying than the demon-polluted beast and feared even by the strong of the cosmic sea, it would all make sense. Only a terrifying exotic beast like the starry sky demon could exponentially increase the number of demon-polluted beasts in a domain of demon pollution and trigger such a dramatic change in both the extreme spirit martial land and the Sea of Taboo, turning both domains into an inaccessible dark world. If this exotic beast really is a starry sky demon, what level of combat power does it possess? Rumor has it that each starry sky demon is extraordinarily strong, with the most powerful even comparable to the top-ranking Star-Lord realm experts in the cosmic sea, not at all weaker. Even though the strongest starry sky demons rarely appear in an ordinary universe, even those that aren't the strongest are certainly not entities that the sovereign realm of our universe can contend with. Not even the divine masters can handle them. With it appearing here, how should we respond? As Yi Chen's mind and spirit raced with thoughts, and as the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan realized that this suddenly emerging exotic beast might just be the legendary starry sky demon, rumored to be countless times more dreadful than the demon-polluted beast, the exotic beast over 200 meters long, which just burst from the seabed black cavern, made a sudden turn with the front of its 16 eyes, directly staring at Yi Chen and those on the void heaven shore. In an instant, Yi Chen, Sovereign Tianju, Sovereign Lei Xian, and everyone felt a power completely binding them in the void. This binding power even made Yi Chen feel as if all his abilities were thoroughly restricted, utterly unable to break free. And the higher-ranking sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan, like Sovereign Tianju and Sovereign Lei Xian, equally couldn't break free as despairing thoughts arose in their hearts. Could it be that we are all destined to fall here? However, what gave Yi Chen and the others a glimmer of hope was that this just-appeared exotic beast seemingly did not have an immediate intention to kill them. After binding them, it directly looked towards the Sea of Taboo, now completely covered by black and red water waves. Then, something astonishing happened that left Yi Chen and the others speechless. This exotic beast opened its mouth and began devouring toward the Sea of Taboo. An endless rush of black and red water waves wildly surged into the exotic beast's mouth. As the black and red waves rushed in, the exotic beast over 200 meters long grew larger and larger, transforming from hundreds of meters to thousands of feet, then to tens of thousands of feet, until it eventually became a terrifying giant beast, standing as if it continually stretched from the sea surface to the polar heaven. Only then did this colossal beast stop growing. But its actions didn't cease. It continued opening its mouth to swallow the Sea of Taboo. Yi Chen saw the entire Sea of Taboo seemingly being consumed as if it were food. Whether it was the water below or the soil, everything flooded into the giant beast's mouth like torrents. As the Sea of Taboo shattered and poured in, the 3 golden horns on the giant beast's head became brighter and brighter, while the entire Sea of Taboo grew darker and more desolate. In the end, the original outline of the Sea of Taboo that Yi Chen could see had entirely disappeared. What was left was a world completely shrouded in darkness. In the endless darkness, only this terrifying giant beast stood towering within. It seemed to be the destroyer of the world, devouring everything and turning all into void. When the entire sea of taboo was completely devoured, the forward eyes among the 16 eyes of the towering giant beast turned, once again fixing their gaze on Yi-chan, the others, and the shores. Yi-chan knew that the next step for this terrifying exotic beast would most likely be to kill them and then devour the entire Extreme Spirit Martial Land and Extreme Spirit Sea. At this moment, something even more unexpected happened to Yi-chan. Since appearing at Lord Yan's divine statue and helping Yi-chan absorb the infusion of divine light, the peculiar rune that had brought him to the Sea of Taboo had disappeared. Now, at this moment, it reappeared in Yi-chan's perception. Chapter 1054, Insha, Emperor Yen. The strange rune. As soon as it appeared in Yi-chan's perception, the next moment, Yi-chan felt an overwhelming power emanating from the rune. A power that Yi-chan once sensed hidden within the rune. Stronger than the Divine Master, possibly powerful enough to destroy the entire True Spirit Divine Kingdom. This formidable power poured into Yi-chan, instantly breaking his state of imprisonment, propelling Yi-chan towards the 18-story high secret cave, resembling a tall tower that had been blasted from the seabed. This scene utterly startled the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan beside Yi-chan. One must know, the terrifying Starry Sky Demon had previously immobilized Yi-chan and everyone else, including the 9-star Elder Sovereign Tianju Sovereign. Now, with Tianju Sovereign still imprisoned, Yi-chan suddenly escaped the imprisoned state, naturally leaving the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns astounded. He even thought, could young friend Zhongli have escaped the imprisoned state? Is it possible that the means left by the Master, possibly greater than the Divine Master, standing behind him, aided him? Tianju Sovereign had long suspected that at least one Master of great power stood behind Yi-chan. At this moment, with Yi-chan breaking free from imprisonment faster, Tianju Sovereign arrived at this conclusion. Not only Tianju Sovereign, but other Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns seeing Yi-chan breaking free also thought Yi-chan might harbor terrifying means. This thought delighted the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns. After all, Yi-chan was on their side against the threat from the Starry Sky Demon, and the stronger Yi-chan was, the greater their chances of survival. For a moment, all the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan turned their gaze towards Yi-chan, eager to see what would happen after he broke free. Seeing Yi-chan fly towards the 18-story tower-like secret cave, the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns recalled something. Before, the Starry Sky Demon had emerged from a black cave like an eye. From the seabed once this 18-story tower-like secret cave was blasted out. The Extreme Spirit sovereigns didn't know what the 18-story tower-like secret cave represented or why Yi-chan flew there. However, the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereigns were unaware that they had guessed wrong from the start. They believed Yi-chan relied on someone powerful standing behind him to escape imprisonment, though Yi-chan did have an important figure behind him, a Star Lord from the Cosmic Sea, even beyond a master they imagined. Still, Yi-chan hadn't fully learned the means left by ZG Star Lord, which wasn't aiding him in breaking free. Even Yi-chan himself was unaware of what being drawn by the power of the strange rune towards the 18-story tower-like secret cave signified. Amid the Extreme Spirit Clan sovereign speculation, Yi-chan could only let the force drag him to the 18-story tower-like secret cave, unable to resist. At the same time, the Starry Sky Demon, having devoured the entire Sea of Taboo, was preparing to attack Extreme Spirit Martial Land and Extreme Spirit Sea, but paused seeing Yi-chan suddenly break free from its imprisoning power. In that brief moment of pause, Yi-chan was brought by the strange rune, entirely before the 18-story tower-like secret cave. His body adhered to the stone wall outside. Then, something unexpected happened to Yi-chan once more. The moment Yi-chan's body touched the stone wall outside the 18-story tower-like secret cave, the overwhelming power of the strange rune flew out from him, rushing like a great river toward the 18-story secret cave. Then, a shocking scene unfolded. The 18-story tower-like secret cave began shattering layer by layer from the top, until only the last 2 layers remained. As it shattered to the last 2 layers, the sovereigns watching Yi-chan trembled with horror, and when the first 6 layers completely shattered, the Extreme Spirit sovereigns inwardly cried. The internal scene presented during the shattering of the 18-story tower-like secret cave is incredibly akin to the first 6 layers of the 18 mysterious caves we once ventured in. The 18 mysterious caves were originally hidden within the Sea of Taboo. Is this blasted from beneath the Sea of Taboo, the very 18 mysterious caves? Considering this possibility, the extreme spirit clan sovereigns again felt their hearts in their throats. They knew the long-lost sovereign Insha of their clan might be within the 18 mysterious caves, and uniquely, Lord Yen, who once saved their clan, might also reside within. If the shattered 18-layer tower-shaped secret cave now really is the 18 mysterious caves, then very likely, they will be able to see Sovereign Insha and Lord Yen again. Sovereign Insha aside, if Lord Yen truly appears, with the strength they've heard Lord Yen possesses, perhaps they can help solve this impending starry sky demon crisis. Though many thoughts raced through their minds, all of this happened in just a fleeting moment. At this time, when the extreme spirit clan sovereigns had not even considered other places, the 18-layered tower-shaped secret cave had already shattered down to the penultimate layer. When the penultimate layer shattered, from inside, 3 female figures emerged directly. One of the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan was shocked in his heart upon seeing one of the 3 female figures, exclaiming, "Sovereign Insha, that's Sovereign Insha. She's actually inside here. Could this 18-layered tower-shaped secret cave really be the 18 mysterious caves?" At this moment, the overwhelming power inside the bizarre rune on Yi Chen's body all poured into the tower-shaped secret cave, and the weird rune that Yi Chen sensed finally disappeared. At that moment, Yi Chen was ejected from the absorbing state of the tower-shaped secret cave. At this moment, Yi Chen also saw the 3 female figures emerging from the penultimate secret cave layer. Upon seeing one of the figures, he also exclaimed, "General Insha." One of these 3 female figures looked exactly like a combat doll he once fought against in the Demon Tomb. Who else could it be but the General Insha that Huyan Divine Master had told him about? Yi Chen could never have imagined that he hadn't even gone to the 18 mysterious caves, yet found General Insha under these circumstances, in this 18-layered tower-shaped secret cave that had been blasted out from the seabed. This also made Yi Chen realize that this 18-layered tower-shaped secret cave absolutely was the 18 mysterious caves he originally intended to visit, although he didn't understand why the 18 mysterious caves had been blasted out from the seabed and then appeared a black cavern similar to the eye of the starry sky demon. The appearance of General Insha had already eased a heavy stone from Yi Chen's heart. No matter today's circumstances, at least he finally met the goal he came to the true spirit divine kingdom. For he finally found General Insha. At this time, Sovereign Insha, among the 3 women in the penultimate layer, hadn't even reacted to the sudden events when she heard Yi Chen shout, "General Insha." She directly looked towards Yi Chen and asked, "Who are you? How do you know me?" Yi Chen hadn't had time to answer Sovereign Insha's question when the 18-layered tower-shaped secret cave had already shattered down to the final layer. And when this final layer also shattered, another figure was revealed. As this figure emerged, the sovereigns of the extreme spirit clan in the void near the shore exclaimed in shock, "Lord Yen." While Sovereign Insha and the other 2 women quickly turned back to look at this figure, all 3 women also calling out, "Lord Yen." At this moment, Xiaojiu, who was hiding on Yi Chen, directly transmitted to Yi Chen, "Lord Emperor Yen, Yi Chen. This is Lord Emperor Yen who infused me with countless knowledge." Although Xiaojiu had never seen the true form of Lord Emperor Yen, he had only sensed a resemblance to the divine aura of Lord Emperor Yen when he saw the divine statue left by Lord Yen. But now, seeing Lord Emperor Yen in person, Xiaojiu was infinitely certain that this must indeed be the Lord Emperor Yen, who had left countless knowledge for her 9 spirit sparrow clan. Xiaojiu called out Lord Emperor Yen, while Sovereign Insha and others called out Lord Yen, which made Yi Chen's gaze directly lock onto this newly appeared figure. This figure was a burly, wide-faced, and dignified middle-aged man, with a particularly striking feature of fiery red hair. Yi Chen could sense that the flame power condensed on each of this man's hairs absolutely surpassed all the power in this universe. Lord Yen, Lord Emperor Yen. Just as I suspected, these two great figures are indeed the same person. While Yi Chun, Xiaojiu, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, General Insha, and the other two women were all excited due to the appearance of Lord Emperor Yen. Lord Emperor Yen himself looked incredibly solemn. His voice transmitted directly to everyone's ears. His first words were directed towards Yi Chun, and they heard him say, "Thank you, my young friend, for bringing the power I left behind from the ancient forbidden grounds to the Sea of Taboo." Then Lord Emperor Yen advised everyone, "Now great trouble is upon us. Originally, that starry sky demon and I were mutually suppressing each other. I suppressed his attempt to enter this universe through the eye of the demon, and he confined me and the 3 Eens in the 18 mysterious caves. Originally, I wanted to use the power left by this young friend to escape from the 18 mysterious caves and then deal with this starry sky demon. But I wasn't in time to act before it came through the eye of the demon to here. This indicates that the power of this starry sky demon has increased further, and I may not be able to deal with it even with the power left behind. Everyone, first enter my defensive light shield. If I can't handle this starry sky demon that escaped from the eye of the demon, then our only option will be to escape first and seek further assistance." As he spoke, Lord Emperor Yen swept divine power from his hand, directly removing the binding force on the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan, and then a defensive light shield appeared simultaneously around the 3, Yi Chun, and Sovereign Insha. After securing Yi Chun and the others, Lord Emperor Yen directly looked at the starry sky demon that devoured the entire Sea of Taboo, standing in the dark domain where the Sea of Taboo had vanished. Chapter 1055. A Strand of Hair. Seeing the starry sky demon grow to a skyscraping presence, directly towering above polar heaven, even taller than the divine mountain, Lord Emperor Yen involuntarily narrowed his eyes despite having sensed it earlier. As if unheard by Yi Chun and the others, Lord Emperor Yen whispered to himself, "Could it be that this starry sky demon has already broken through to that realm? No, it can't have broken through to that realm." As Lord Emperor Yen muttered, the starry sky demon that had discovered Lord Emperor Yen and others escaping from the 18 mysterious caves turned its gaze toward Lord Emperor Yen and General Insha and the others. The starry sky demon looked down at Lord Emperor Yen, and from its 16 eyes, the ones in front showed a mocking and disdainful expression. It seemed as if Lord Emperor Yen and others emerging from the 18 mysterious caves didn't matter to it at all. Indeed, it didn't care. Even facing the starry sky demon straight forward, the next moment, the starry sky demon suddenly flashed from the Sea of Taboo, a dark realm, and opened its mouth to fiercely swallow towards Lord Emperor Yen, Sovereign Insha, Yi Chun and all the others, even the Extreme Spirit Martial Land behind them. A jaw-dropping scene occurred. Despite Yi Chun and the others being protected by Lord Emperor Yan's defensive light shield, they were almost pulled towards the starry sky demon by the shocking swallowing force during the fierce gulp. If it weren't for Lord Emperor Yen reacting swiftly and reinforcing new defensive power on Yi Chun and the others, Yi Chun and the others would have surely fallen to the deadly suction of the starry sky demon. Though Yi Chun and others narrowly escaped disaster, while Lord Emperor Yen could still withstand for a moment, the Extreme Spirit Martial Land behind Yi Chun and others couldn't resist the terrifying force of the starry sky demon. Yi Chun watched helplessly as the endless realm of Extreme Spirit Martial Land turned into rolling smoke and dust, passing across him like a torrent, all swallowed into the belly of the starry sky demon. The entire land of Extreme Spirit Martial Land turned into an empty void heaven. Even the grand formations set up by the divine masters of the Extreme Spirit Clan disappeared instantly, unable to withstand the starry sky demon at all. Clearly, this starry sky demon was an existence far more terrifying than the divine master. It was the first time Yi Chun witnessed such a formidable power. A feeling of complete helplessness arose. Not only Yi Chun, but also the old sovereigns like Sovereign Tianju from the Extreme Spirit Clan and the fleeing Sovereign Insha from the 18 mysterious caves were utterly shocked. At this moment, Lord Emperor Yan's voice reached Yi-chan and the others' ears. This starry sky demon has broken through the third star tribulation, reaching the pinnacle level of the cosmic emperor realm. I, a cosmic emperor of the third star tribulation, am no match for it. We can only fight while retreating and think of other solutions. Evidently, just from the terrifying suction of the starry sky demon, Lord Emperor Yen could perceive the true strength of this demon. Upon hearing that even Lord Emperor Yen admitted he was no match, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan turned pale instantly, and Yi-chan felt a sudden heaviness in his heart. The next moment, Yi-chan felt Lord Emperor Yan's giant hand grasping him and the surrounding sovereigns fiercely. Strands of fire red mane rolled out, enveloping Yi-chan, Sovereign Insha, Sovereign Tianju, and everyone, drawing them to Lord Emperor Yan's side. The next moment, the endless divine light flickered around Lord Emperor Yen, and his fire-red hair even emitted stellar flames like fire. Drawn beside Lord Emperor Yen, Yi-chan sensed instantly that Lord Emperor Yan's stature also expanded hugely, becoming a towering giant of the same size as the starry sky demon, in contrast with the colossal state of Lord Emperor Yen. Yi-chan and others seemed like tiny black dots on the accessories of Lord Emperor Yen, and the enlarged Lord Emperor Yen not only protected Yi-chan and others with layers of fiery stellar glow, he also pushed his hands forward vigorously. A huge space gate emerged, blasting toward the starry sky demon. This was a divine skill of the cosmic sea level, something Yi-chan had never seen. Yet the starry sky demon, having seemingly seen such moves, showed disdain again in its multitude of eyes. It swung its big hand toward the huge space gate, shooting towards it. Boom! The huge space gate, seemingly capable of swallowing everything, was shattered in that strike, turned into bits of star glow, dissipating in the void heaven. Upon seeing this, Lord Emperor Yan's expression altered, and at this moment, the starry sky demon moved, charging directly at Lord Emperor Yen himself. Though it's the largest body Yi-chan had seen, its speed seemingly remained unaffected, faster even than the meteors in the universe, quicker than Lord Emperor Yan's reaction. The collision sent Lord Emperor Yen flying billions of miles, smashing through the defense barriers of the Extreme Spirit Martial Land, crashing into the realm of the Extreme Spirit Sea. Thankfully, Yi-chan had Lord Emperor Yan's fiery stellar protection, equivalent to Lord Emperor Yan's own defense, preventing him from perishing immediately in the collision. However, Yi-chan had no time to relax, for he saw the starry sky demon that had sent Lord Emperor Yen flying, shooting directly towards the Extreme Spirit Sea. As its sky-scraping body traversed, a stream of black aura emanated from its mouth, turning the previously swallowed Extreme Spirit Martial Land realm into another endless darkness. After the destruction of the Sea of Taboo, the Extreme Spirit Martial Land followed into destruction, and the gaze of the starry sky demon was now fixed on the Extreme Spirit Sea further ahead. This situation caused the 9-star elder, Sovereign Tianju, to shiver with cold sweats. Sovereign Tianju quickly shouted towards Lord Emperor Yen, "Lord Yen, there are still my clan members in the Extreme Spirit Sea. Please, Lord Yen, you must save them." Earlier, another 9-star elder, Sovereign Yinbing, went back to the Extreme Spirit Sea to put the clan members into a spatial divine artifact, but has yet to appear. Sovereign Tianju is also unaware of how Sovereign Yinbing and all the clan members are doing now. If the Starry Sky Demon were to invade the Extreme Spirit Sea, without Lord Yan's help, Sovereign Yinbing and countless members of the Spirit Clan would find it hard to escape doom. Upon hearing Sovereign Tianju's words, Lord Emperor Yan's expression turned extremely serious. He expanded his divine sense across the entire Extreme Spirit Sea. In an instant, Lord Emperor Yen discovered Elder Yinbing and countless clan members who hadn't yet entered the spatial divine artifact. Clearly, the overwhelming disturbance from outside had reached the deepest part of the Extreme Spirit Sea, and Elder Yinbing's face also showed an expression of extreme panic. Seeing this situation, Lord Emperor Yen had no strength left to fend off the starry sky demon. He instantly shot towards the domain where Elder Yinbing and the others were. In the next moment, just like protecting Yi Chun and others, countless divine lights shone around the members of the spirit clan. And instantly, Lord Emperor Yen enveloped Elder Yinbing and all others in the flaming starlight surrounding them. In this brief moment of Lord Emperor Yan's rescue, the starry sky demon opened its mouth and directly transformed over a third of the extreme spirit sea's territory into a dark domain. Even countless stars in the extreme spirit sea were swallowed into the starry sky demon's belly. This towering starry sky demon is terrifying to the extreme, as if nothing can stop it. Having devoured a third of the extreme spirit sea's territory, the starry sky demon did not stop but continued engulfing deeper. Our spirit clan is destroyed. This incredibly devastating situation far exceeded the understanding of the extreme spirit clan's lords, completely chilling the hearts of Sovereign Tianju and the others. They knew that even with Lord Yen at their side, their spirit clan homeland, the extreme spirit sea, was likely unsavable. The numerous members of the spirit clan within Lord Yan's protective flaming starlight also saw this situation, and many young clan members, including Yinlinger, even began to cry. Hearing the cries from outside, Lord Yen also gritted his teeth fiercely. He first launched several streams of flame from his hands into the outside, and then, Lord Yen shot towards the starry sky demon. Even knowing he was no match, Lord Yen was unwilling to watch the complete destruction of the extreme spirit sea. Seeing Lord Yen fly towards him like a piece of flame, the starry sky demon paid no attention to Lord Yen. This starry sky demon had high spiritual intelligence and seemed to understand that, although its power was greater than Lord Yan's, it couldn't kill Lord Yen in a short time. It directly chose to simultaneously extinguish Lord Yan's firelight for aid while continuing to destroy the extreme spirit sea. Poof, poof, poof. 7 out of the demon's 16 eyes flashed with golden light, directly striking down several flaming aid signals previously sent by Lord Yen in midair. Then, in an instant, this starry sky demon devoured another third of the extreme spirit sea's territory. The evasive starry sky demon left Lord Emperor Yen completely helpless. He had just flown to the starry sky demon's side when it disappeared again. In the midst of these shifts, the entire extreme spirit sea had completely turned into a dark domain, utterly destroyed in this great catastrophe. And the strides of the starry sky demon did not stop, seeming to have an obsession with cosmic destruction. Having just destroyed a small portion of divine kingdom in the universe, it was far from satisfied and aimed to destroy other star continents outside the extreme spirit sea. Lord Yen! Lord Yen! Countless members of the spirit clan were crying. At this moment, Lord Yen also felt an overwhelming sense of helplessness. He was not a match for this now empowered starry sky demon, which avoided fighting and chose solely to destroy, leaving him at a loss. We can only seek help from the star lords of the cosmic sea now, but who knows if there's still time. By the time the star lords arrive, the entire cosmos might be completely destroyed by then. Lord Yen thought heavily. At this moment, Yi Chun, within the protective flaming starlight of Lord Yen, suddenly felt a surge of disturbance from his body. A strand of hair suddenly flew out from Yi Chen's body. Chapter 1056. Senior Sister. This strand of hair is only about a meter long, looking exactly like an ordinary woman's hair. However, the inexplicable divine light it carries unmistakably shows its extraordinary nature. Especially at the moment it flew out from Yi Chen's body, the divine light erupted, and Yi Chun even felt that this strand of hair gave him a feeling that was not inferior to Lord Emperor Yen, or even the starry sky demon. This is just a single strand of hair, yet it can rival Lord Emperor Yen and the starry sky demon of the cosmic emperor realm. What puzzled Yi Chun even more was that he had no idea where this strand of hair came from or why it was on him. At this moment, seeing the strand of hair flying out from Yi Chun, Lord Emperor Yen, who was protecting Yi Chun, opened his eyes wide in astonishment. Lord Emperor Yen thought with an incredulous voice, This strand of hair, why does it give me a feeling of a cosmic emperor? Could it be that it comes from a cosmic emperor? Furthermore, this cosmic emperor seems to be of a higher realm than me. The divine light on this hair even surpasses the third star tribulation. This cosmic emperor might have surpassed the third star tribulation cosmic emperor, reaching the pinnacle level of the cosmic emperor realm. Thinking about this, Lord Emperor Yan's heart started pounding wildly. He had to know that the starry sky demon in front of him had already broken through to the pinnacle level of the cosmic emperor realm, and he couldn't contend with it. If there was another helper of the cosmic emperor realm pinnacle level, it might help him stop this starry sky demon. Even if that cosmic emperor's strength was equivalent to the starry sky demon, combined with his own power, they could definitely suppress this starry sky demon. Thinking of this, Lord Emperor Yan hurriedly called to Yi-chun. "Young friend, is the strand of hair left by one of the great power holders behind you? Please call upon him quickly to help me deal with this starry sky demon." Swoosh! Lord Emperor Yan's words made all the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan focus their gaze on Yi-chun. A great power holder? A great power holder who even excites Lord Yan? The sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan exclaimed in their hearts. Could it be that the incredible young boy has a significant figure behind him who is not merely a master power holder, but possibly a cosmic emperor? After all, even Lord Yan couldn't handle the starry sky demon. Yet he asks this boy to summon the figure behind him, indicating that the figure is definitely a higher level than Lord Yan. And Lord Yan is already a cosmic emperor surpassing master. Heavens! Upon thinking this, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan felt their scalps tingle. They had to know that in the cosmic sea, the strong are divided into several realms: Divine Master, Master, Cosmic Emperor, and Master of numerous stars. For a young boy to have a master behind him was already astonishing. To have a cosmic emperor behind him was unimaginably astonishing. At this moment, the sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan were both shocked and excited. If Yi-chun indeed had a cosmic emperor more powerful than Lord Yan behind him, they might really be able to slay the starry sky demon this time. This starry sky demon destroyed the homeland of the Extreme Spirit Clan. The people of the Extreme Spirit Clan wished to devour its flesh. To see it slain with their own eyes was absolutely what every clan member of the Extreme Spirit Clan hoped for. "Young friend Zhongli, please summon that senior to assist our clan." Sovereign Tianju clasped his hands toward Yi-chun, beseeching. "Young friend Zhongli, please summon that senior to assist our clan." "Brother Yi-chun, please help our clan." Elder Yinbing, Elder Lei Xian, and even Yin Linger all excitedly transmitted their voices to Yi-chun. Hearing the excited voices of Lord Emperor Yan and the others from the Extreme Spirit Clan, Yi-chun had no idea how to explain. He didn't know either whose relic this strand of hair was or which senior's it was. Which senior left this strand of hair on me? Senior, if you possess great power, please help us. Help the Extreme Spirit Clan. Help our entire universe. Yi-chun could only bow respectfully to the strand of hair, hoping its owner could hear his voice. At this moment, the strand of hair floated in front of Yi-chun without any response. Seeing no reaction from the strand of hair and hearing Yi-chun's words, the hearts of the people from the Extreme Spirit Clan slowly sank. They realized that Yi-chun also didn't know the origin of this mystical strand of hair. As Lord Yan was about to further inquire about the hair, the starry sky demon, which had initially flown out of the Extreme Spirit Sea toward other star continents intending to destroy them, seemed to have also sensed the strand of hair flying out of Yi-chun. This starry sky demon suddenly turned around and directly looked toward Yi-chun. Boom! The 16 eyes of the starry sky demon suddenly trembled, all turning into a crimson gold color never seen before by Yi-chun and the others. Then, these 16 eyes emitted a never-before-seen crimson gold divine light, directly drawing towards Yi-chun and that strand of hair. This divine light even shattered the protective divine light that Lord Emperor Yan used to protect Yi-chun. Clearly, after discovering the extraordinary nature of the strand of hair, the starry sky demon unleashed even more formidable means. absolutely determined to capture Yi-chan and seize that strand of hair. Seeing his divine light shattered by the starry sky demon, Lord Emperor Yan's face changed. He knew that if he tried to protect Yi-chan again, it would be too late, as the starry sky demon had already absorbed towards Yi-chan, breaking his protective divine light. Just as Lord Emperor Yan exclaimed in shock, and Yi-chan's expression changed dramatically upon feeling the shattering of the protective divine light outside him. The strand of hair, which had been stationary before Yi-chan, suddenly floated lightly. From the strand of hair emanated a misty halo. This halo, seemingly faint, gave Yi-chan an incredibly familiar feeling, even stronger protection than the divine light that Lord Emperor Yan previously provided him. This halo completely enveloped Yi-chan, repelling even the stronger means unleashed by the starry sky demon, which could shatter the protective divine light of Lord Emperor Yan. Boom! The strand of hair even directly shattered the divine light summoned by the starry sky demon, scattering it into pieces. This scene caused the faces of Yi-chan and Lord Emperor Yan to dramatically change. This scene also made the starry sky demon feel something amiss, prompting it to abandon its attempt to deal with Yi-chan and seize the strand of hair, and instead fly towards other star continents beyond the extreme spirit sea. Unable to capture Yi-chan and the strand of hair, the starry sky demon did not give up its intention to destroy other star continents. Roar! Swoosh! Swoosh! The starry sky demon drew closer and closer to the nearest star continent beyond the extreme spirit sea, bringing its destruction even nearer. At this moment, Lord Emperor Yan could no longer attend to the unknown origin of the strand of hair before Yi-chan. He only hoped to save the people on the star continent before the starry sky demon destroyed it. Lord Emperor Yan directly took Yi-chan, accompanied by the spirit clan, and flew desperately towards the place the starry sky demon was attacking. But at this moment, neither the starry sky demon, Lord Emperor Yan, nor Yi-chan were aware that the strand of hair protecting Yi-chan had a strand of unnoticed divine light flying instantly to an endlessly remote place. Ancient Forbidden Grounds. In the deepest 18th ancient temple, while Yi-chan and Lord Emperor Yan chased after the starry sky demon, and the strand of hair emitted transporting divine light, the woman of unparalleled beauty who left the strand of hair on Yi-chan suddenly opened her eyes. Back when Yi-chan left the ancient Forbidden Grounds, and the extraordinary woman left the strand of hair, she was already impressive. But at this moment, as time passed, the woman seemed to have undergone a new transformation. The woman's divine gaze carried a power far surpassing that of Lord Emperor Yan and the starry sky demon. The woman of unparalleled beauty glanced in the direction of Yi-chan. Seeming to pierce through an endless distance, she saw Yi-chan and that starry sky demon attacking the star continent ahead. The woman murmured to herself, "Finally, this months-long arduous cultivation, perhaps coupled with concerns about my master, broke through that bottleneck. Finally, I crossed into the Star Master realm. Looking at that boy, I finally understand his relationship with my master. I also can finally completely seal this eye of the demon and leave this place." The woman's divine gaze looked at Yi-chan with an immense sense of familiarity. "This is my junior disciple brother, isn't he? I should also properly inquire about the matters concerning my master on his body." Saying this, the woman turned her gaze to the starry sky demon, her expression gradually growing cold. "Before that, it's best to resolve the starry sky demon." Boom! In an instant, as the woman murmured, she directly vanished from her seat in the 18th ancient temple of the ancient Forbidden Grounds. Where she had been seated, the 81 divine chains left behind this time completely trapped the eye of the demon below, with no trace of strength able to escape this control and into the cosmos. Chapter 1057. Darkness Descends. Yi-chan was on this side. As Yi-chan, Lord Emperor Yan, and the Extreme Spirit clan members were pursuing the starry sky demon, the starry sky demon had already arrived above the star continent closest to the Extreme Spirit Sea. This star continent closest to the Extreme Spirit Sea was called Ancient Water Continent. The ancient water continent was already considered a large star continent among the countless star continents in the true spirit divine kingdom star domain, but compared to the immensely gigantic starry sky demon, the ancient water continent was only dozens of times larger than the demon's body. At this moment, the starry sky demon stood above the ancient water continent, like a colossal shadow suddenly appearing in the sky over the continent. The body of the starry sky demon even blocked the light and shadows from countless regions of the ancient water continent. The overwhelming killing intent emitted by the starry sky demon alarmed the entire ancient water continent directly. All inhabitants of the ancient water continent, sensing something amiss, flew out from various places. When they saw the immense yet unfamiliar figure of the starry sky demon overhead, all the people on the ancient water continent were stunned. What kind of demon is this? My God! There exists such a massive demon in the world. Why does it look like this? And why does it have so many eyes? Is it coming for us? What does it intend to do? Is it going to attack our ancient water continent? The countless people on the ancient water continent, be they true God, divine king, divine venerable, or even sovereign, were completely blank-minded seeing the gigantic starry sky demon above them. The sudden appearance of the starry sky demon utterly surpassed their imagination. At their level, they hadn't encountered such a terrifying being as the starry sky demon. At this time, from the heights above the ancient water continent, looking at the people of the continent as small as ants, the starry sky demon had no intention of sparing them. Born with a heart of destruction, the starry sky demon only wanted to annihilate this star continent and all the people on it, just like it had destroyed the extreme spirit sea earlier. Especially since before, because of Lord Emperor Yan's appearance, this starry sky demon hadn't been able to destroy the clansmen of the extreme spirit sea, only devouring its territories and turning them into a dark land, merely half successful. Moreover, later on, its attempt to capture Yi-chan and that strand of hair failed, giving this starry sky demon a sense of setback. Now, the starry sky demon wanted to vent all its emotions on this star continent. It wanted to destroy this star continent and all the people on it, with no reservations, even if the cosmic emperor, Emperor Yen, wanted to rush over to save them afterward. After destroying this domain, it intended to continue destroying other territories in this star domain, showing the star domain and even other star domains, and indeed the entire universe their fate in front of Emperor Yen, the cosmic emperor. No sooner said than done. How powerful the starry sky demon was, especially this starry sky demon, already having broken through to the pinnacle level of the cosmic emperor, stronger than even the third star tribulation cosmic emperor, Lord Emperor Yen. Though it couldn't be counted among the strongest of the starry sky demons, unable to compare with the Star-Lord level starry sky demons, it had no pressure deciding to destroy the small star continent in this small star domain. Boom! The starry sky demon merely opened its mouth slightly, and countless dark auras descended from heaven, aiming to shroud and destroy the whole ancient water continent. From the rear, seeing the starry sky demon preparing to destroy the ancient water continent, Lord Emperor Yan's face turned terribly pale. It was too late. The starry sky demon had initiated its move ahead of Lord Emperor Yen, and with its combat power surpassing even that of Lord Emperor Yen, he simply couldn't save them in time. Is it possible to just watch as this star continent is annihilated? Lord Emperor Yen couldn't even imagine the scene that was about to unfold. Though the Extreme Spirit Sea had been destroyed, he had saved the members of the Extreme Spirit Clan. At this moment, he couldn't rescue the people on the star continent ahead in time. What to do? What to do? The Extreme Spirit Clan members, protected by Lord Emperor Yen, along with Yi-chan, were horrified as they watched the starry sky demon about to destroy the continent ahead, their cries filled with despair. However, just like Lord Emperor Yen, they couldn't save the people on the star continent ahead from this starry sky demon, which was stronger than Lord Emperor Yen. Even if they were to fly desperately towards the star continent, they wouldn't make it in time. Lord Emperor Yen, Yi-chan, and the Extreme Spirit Clan members' hearts sank completely, while at the same time, The people on the ancient water continent trembled as they felt darkness descending upon them. What horrified them more was that even before the rolling dark aura from this terrifying creature with unknown origins landed on the continent, they found themselves completely unable to move. Even the strongest sovereign-level figures on this continent were entirely immobilized. Evidently, the starry sky demon had imprisoned everyone on this continent. This drove everyone on the ancient water continent into utter despair. They knew that a great disaster had come upon them. This was a catastrophe for the ancient water continent, and they, the ancient water continent, were doomed. All of them were doomed. This unexpected disaster was going to destroy them all and annihilate the continent they've lived on all along. It wasn't just the people on the ancient water continent in despair. Yichun, Lord Emperor Yen, and others were all downcast. Not far from the ancient water continent, two divine masters, who were even more terrified, shivered with cold sweat. These two divine masters had traveled from the cosmic sea to the true spirit divine kingdom, and were preparing to visit the extreme spirit sea. As they approached the ancient water continent, they were utterly stunned by the shocking commotion caused by the starry sky demon. Particularly, the aura emitted by the starry sky demon was stronger than the formidable powers they'd seen in the cosmic sea, completely overwhelming them. Even though the starry sky demon hadn't imprisoned them yet, they were so scared that their legs turned weak, and they completely forgot to escape the entire domain. At this moment, the dark aura spit out by the starry sky demon was attacking the whole ancient water continent. Above the sky were the 16 emotionless eyes of the starry sky demon. Behind the starry sky demon were Lord Emperor Yen, Yichun, and others rushing madly but unable to block it in time. In addition to the billions of people on the ancient water continent, who were imprisoned, and two travel-stunned divine masters. The destruction of this entire domain was inevitable. At this moment, following Lord Emperor Yen, who was frantically flying towards the ancient water continent, Yichun suddenly sensed a familiar aura again. It felt exactly like when the strand of hair appeared earlier, giving him the exact same familiar sensation. Instantly, Yichun suddenly had a feeling that the owner of the strand of hair, that senior, might have come. Chapter 1058. Star-Lord, Star-Lord. Swish. At the moment when Yichun felt a sensation in his heart, everyone on the ancient water continent, including the people of the extreme spirit clan, Lord Emperor Yen, and even the two stupefied roaming divine masters, suddenly sensed an awe-inspiring aura arrive instantly from an extremely distant place. This was a powerful aura that none had ever witnessed. This aura was incredibly fast, seeming to move from the endless depths of the star sea in one instant to suddenly appearing the next, covering the entire ancient water continent, both the void and the earth. When this aura descended, the dark aura of the starry sky demon, which was attacking the entire ancient water continent, seemed to evaporate instantaneously, swept away completely. What is this aura? Swish! Upon sensing this aura, everyone on the ancient water continent, who had been confined by the starry sky demon, felt they could move again. And they all looked towards the distance, towards the source of the aura. Then they witnessed a scene they would never forget. They only saw above the void heaven, deep within the star sea, endless divine light illuminating, and a divine bridge seemingly paved with countless stars, extending instantly from the star sea to above the ancient water continent, along with the awe-inspiring aura. A woman dressed in snow-white clothes, with long hair reaching her waist, with unparalleled grace, suddenly appeared on the divine bridge. This woman walked towards the ancient water continent slowly, but each step seemed to cross billions of miles, and after just 2 steps, she reached above the ancient water continent, from the depths of the star sea. More astonishingly, as this woman approached the ancient water continent, her clothes fluttered, and divine light emanated, and when these divine lights spread to the countless withered, dead stars in the void heaven, boom, 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 those dead stars seemed to be infused with supreme energy, instantly growing lush greenery and plants, becoming life planets. The dead stars, closest to the ancient water continent, became vibrant and full of divine light instantly. Seeing this scene, Lord Emperor Yen beside Yi-chun almost jumped up in horror. He looked at the white-clothed woman above the ancient water continent, and upon seeing the faint mist between her brows, seemingly hiding countless stars, Lord Emperor Yen exclaimed in disbelief, "Star Lord! This is a Star Lord! Star Lord!" This title was still unfamiliar to many cultivators on the ancient water continent. After all, this realm was far too distant for them. However, for the two terrified divine masters not far from the ancient water continent, it was like thunder, shocking them to the extreme in an instant. These two divine masters hurriedly looked at the white-clothed woman, and upon seeing the faint mist between her brows that seemed to hide countless stars, and feeling the terrifying divine might in her hand as if it could annihilate countless stars, these two divine masters also exclaimed in horror, "Star Lord! It's the Star Lord who's arrived! In this universe, a supreme Star Lord has descended." The exclamations of Lord Emperor Yen and the two divine masters made everyone's heart on the ancient water continent race wildly. They could feel the power of Lord Emperor Yen and the two divine masters. At this moment, these incredibly powerful individuals were all in shock. Does it mean that this white-clothed woman is an even more unfathomable figure? With the appearance of the white-clothed woman, everyone on the ancient water continent was liberated from the confinement, which made everyone on the ancient water continent realize that this white-clothed woman seemed to be a friend, not a foe. The arrival of such an unfathomable figure might very well help them eradicate the terrifying starry sky demon. Thinking of this, everyone raised their heads towards the astronomical starry sky demon, blotting out countless regions of the ancient water continent. A moment ago, they felt that great calamity was unavoidable, sensing that the starry sky demon would destroy the entire ancient water continent. Having just sensed the awe-inspiring aura arriving from deep within the star sea, they had forgotten about the starry sky demon's presence. At this moment, as they looked back at the starry sky demon, they found that the awe-inspiring, colossal, starry sky demon, capable of destroying everything, was trembling in the starry sky. It was the sudden arrival of the white-clothed woman that made the starry sky demon tremble in fear. Then, something even more unimaginable happened. This starry sky demon, that could seemingly destroy the entire ancient water continent, with a breath actually bowed down directly towards the white-clothed woman, kowtowing to her. Heavens! What did I just see? The people of the Extreme Spirit Clan, protected by Lord Emperor Yen, and those old sovereigns, simply couldn't believe what they were witnessing. You must know, this starry sky demon is even more formidable than the Lord Yen, whom they greatly respect and who has reached the third star tribulation. It has reached the pinnacle of the cosmic emperor realm, and its body is countless times larger than that of the white-robed woman. Yet, at this moment, this unbelievably massive demon is bowing down to a small woman. This made the old sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan realize that, despite the white-robed woman being as small as they are, she is undoubtedly far more powerful than anyone present, far more powerful than even the starry sky demon. Otherwise, the starry sky demon wouldn't be too frightened to fight, trembling all over and bowing its head. Yi-chun, standing in the midst, was even more mentally and spiritually shaken. It's that elder, the one who left a strand of hair on me. As soon as he sensed that incredibly familiar aura, Yi-chun felt that the elder might come. Now, upon seeing the white-robed woman firsthand, Yi-chun was completely convinced that she was the elder who left a strand of hair on him. Previously, Yi-chun speculated that this elder might be a cosmic emperor. But now it seems this elder is even more powerful, actually a Star Lord. Star Lord. One must know the purple extreme Star Lord who left Yi-chun the primordial star scripture was a Star Lord. Yi-chun already knew how powerful a Star Lord is. They are absolutely the pinnacle existence in the cosmic sea, the strongest of all. At this moment, such a Star Lord elder has actually come here. There is hope. With such an elder, there is no need to fear that starry sky demon anymore. Yi-chun completely put his mind at ease. Yi Chun was also wondering when the Star Lord Elder left that strand of hair on him. While countless people were in shock, as Yi Chun's thoughts raced, while the starry sky demon was bowing, the white-robed woman in the void above spoke softly. She looked at the awe-inspiringly massive starry sky demon and the vast region of the extreme spirit sea that was destroyed by it. The white-robed woman said coldly, "Sneaking into this universe and even destroying a large region, starry sky demon, do you think by bowing to me, I will spare you?" Roar. The voice of the white-robed woman made the hair of the starry sky demon stand up in terror. The starry sky demon, as if recalling something, instantly flashed to an extremely distant region. Seeing that begging for mercy was ineffective, it intended to escape. Seeing the starry sky demon flee, the people of the Extreme Spirit Clan and the ancient water continent exclaimed anxiously. At this time, the white-robed woman gently shook her head. "Escape!" only to see the white-robed woman raise her hand lightly toward the fleeing starry sky demon. Immediately a gigantic earth and sky-shaking palm, larger than a star continent, appeared outside the starry sky demon's body. This gigantic palm grasped, directly capturing in its hand the starry sky demon of Cosmic Emperor realm, towering and vast. Then, with a squeeze, it directly crushed the starry sky demon of the Cosmic Emperor realm, completely obliterating it. There was not even the slightest remnant of the starry sky demon's aura left, utterly erased without a trace. When the gigantic palm dispersed, that starry sky demon had also vanished without a trace, as if it had never appeared in this universe. This struck terror into countless hearts. The starry sky demon capable of bringing catastrophe to this universe had died just like that at the hands of the white-robed woman. Senior's divine might covers the heavens. Junior Ding Mao Divine Master, Ding Wu Divine Master, greets Lord Star. Seeing the white-robed woman's mighty grasp destroy a starry sky demon, the two divine masters near the ancient water continent came to their senses and quickly bowed to the white-robed woman. "Thank you, Senior, for saving all of us." Swish, 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 swish. Everyone on the ancient water continent, including the true gods, divine kings, divine venerables, and sovereigns, all bowed to the white-robed woman. Even Lord Emperor Yen bowed deeply to the white-robed woman, respectfully saying, "Senior, your grand presence has saved our entire universe." Amidst countless bowing, the white-robed woman lightly smiled and looked at Yi Chun. Then, she spoke a sentence that no one could believe. She smiled gently at Yi Chun and said, "Hello, Junior Brother Yi Chun." Chapter 1059. Crisis. "Hello, Junior Brother Yi Chun." The words of the woman in white echoed in the ears of all the people on ancient water continent, the Extreme Spirit Clan, and the two divine masters not far beside ancient water continent, as well as Lord Emperor Yen, prompting everyone to gasp in shock. Among those most familiar with Yi Chun in the Extreme Spirit Clan, the elderly sovereigns felt their hearts racing. Why does this Star Lord refer to Zhongli as Yi Chun? Could it be that the young friend Zhongli has been using an alias within our Extreme Spirit Clan? Back then, for safety measures during his time with the Extreme Spirit Clan, Yi Chun borrowed the names of Zhang Yao and Long Li as aliases, using Zhongli. Apart from Yin Linger of the Extreme Spirit Clan, no one else knew. Now, the members of the Extreme Spirit Clan realized that this incredibly talented young man's true name is Yi Chun. However, they couldn't dwell on the issue of Yi Chun's alias at the moment, because they had heard something even more astonishing. This Star Lord actually referred to this young friend as Junior Brother? This friend Yi Chun is backed by such an important figure at the Star Lord realm. The sovereigns of the Extreme Spirit Clan couldn't help but be shocked. When Yi Chun excelled overwhelmingly at the Extreme Spirit Martial Land Selection Assessment, they had assumed that a truly extraordinary person stood behind him. Even then, they thought they were being incredible, believing this person might be a master. After all, a master surpasses the sovereign and divine master realms and is a highly formidable figure even within the cosmic sea. The Extreme Spirit Clan members might have thought they were already being impressive, But little did they know that the figure behind Yi Chun was even more powerful than a master, stronger than a cosmic emperor, an absolute pinnacle Star Lord within the cosmic sea. Moreover, this Star Lord figure was Yi Chen's senior sister. Senior sister. This is not a simple relationship. It implies that they hail from the same sect and share a common master. The master of a Star Lord figure might well surpass this female Star Lord, indicating that the force behind Yi Chun is unimaginably powerful. Reflecting on this, the looks from the extreme Spirit Clan people directed at Yi Chun had changed drastically. Previously, they thought Yi Chun had vast potential for the future. Now, they understood clearly that once Yi Chun matured, he would undoubtedly belong to one of the most formidable levels in the cosmic sea. Brother Yi Chun. His origins are indeed terrifying. Even Star Lord figures as senior sisters. Within the extreme Spirit Clan crowd, Yin Linger gazed at Yi Chen's figure, with disbelief clear in her beautiful eyes. Initially, when Yi Chen arrived at the extreme Spirit Clan, he rescued Yin Linger in the Sea of Taboo, already marking him as different from other youths in Yin Linger's eyes. Yet, even she couldn't have imagined that Yi Chen's background was far more extraordinary than she believed. Not only the extreme Spirit Clan people, but even the two Divine Masters and Lord Emperor Yen, their gazes focusing on Yi Chun had transformed. No matter that two of them were Divine Masters and one a Cosmic Emperor, they dared not be arrogant in Yi Chen's presence. For Yi Chen's senior sister could crush them instantly with a flip of the hand. The vast multitude on the ancient water continent now turned their eyes on Yi Chun with expressions full of immense envy. The scene where the powerful Star Lord woman had slain the starry sky demon, in an instant still echoed in their minds. They wished they could know such prominent figures. Now, Yi Chun not only knew such a person but was also this person's junior brother. How could countless people not be incredibly envious? Numerous gazes converged on Yi Chun and the woman in white, blending fear, envy, and admiration into an array of emotions. Yi Chun, under the myriad of watchful eyes, felt a profound sense of incredulity himself. He looked towards the woman in white, his eyes revealing a questioning expression. Junior brother? Why does this Star Lord call me junior brother? Yi Chun couldn't fathom that this woman in white could be related to the primordial star scripture left by the ZG Star Lord. Seeing Yi Chen's expression, the woman in white smiled gently, and with a wave of her hand, a glowing hue enveloped both her and Yi Chun within it. The woman in white had already sensed the divine origin aura left by her master ZG Star Lord on Yi Chun. This time, she came, partially to obliterate the starry sky demon, and partially to inquire about ZG Star Lord from Yi Chun. After all, the white-robed woman had heard from her master, the ZG Star Lord, that no more disciples would be taken. However, she sensed her master's divine origin aura on Yi Chun, which indicated that something unexpected might have happened to her master. Encasing Yi Chun in a glow and isolating them from the outside world, the white-robed woman directly asked Yi Chun, "Little junior brother Yi Chun, do you have the primordial star scripture left by my master?" Upon hearing the 5 words primordial star scripture from the white-robed woman, Yi Chen's heart pounded heavily. The primordial star scripture was his most closely guarded secret, one he had never shared with anyone. How did this white-robed woman know about the primordial star scripture? Could it be that she is a disciple of the ZG Star Lord? Yi Chen's mind raced, unsure of how to respond to this important figure's question. The white-robed woman sensed Yi Chen's intense fluctuations in his divine soul and gently sighed to him. With a swift motion of her fair jade hand, a power Yi Chun was intimately familiar with and immensely powerful surged from her hand. This power was unmistakably the Tai divine power that Yi Chun cultivated from the 5th chapter of the primordial star scripture. The Tai chapter, triggered and cultivated by using the essence blood of an advanced spiritual race to activate the stars within the star disk of the star's tower. Incredibly, this white-robed woman also commanded the Tai divine power. Moreover, Yi Chun could sense that she had fully mastered the Tai divine power from the Tai chapter, far surpassing the stellar power he currently controlled. This revelation left Yi Chun utterly astonished. To think that the Tai divine power was an exclusive divine power of the primordial star scripture. Could it be true that this white-robed woman was indeed a disciple of the ZG Star Lord and had also cultivated the primordial star scripture? The primordial star scripture consisted of 7 chapters in total. Yi-chan had completed the first 4 chapters: Gang Yuan chapter, Primordial chapter, Taiyuan chapter, Primordial chapter, and had just begun the 5th, Tai chapter. Looking at the Tai divine power in the woman's hand, Yi-chan could feel that if he could complete the cultivation of the 5th, Tai chapter, as she did, his combat power, powered solely by this Tai divine power, might be enough to sweep through every heavens chosen under the divine master realm in this universe. While Yi-chan was still reeling from this revelation, the white-robed woman who had demonstrated the Tai divine power retracted it and addressed Yi-chan. "Little junior brother, my name is Qing Lan. My master is the ZG Star Lord of the Cosmic Sea. By her decree, I have come to guard the eye of the demon in this universe. Earlier, in the ancient Forbidden Grounds, even at the level of Cosmic Emperor Realm, I detected my master's divine origin aura on you, and now, having advanced to the Star Lord level, I am even more certain that you have cultivated my master's primordial star scripture. The primordial star scripture is the most formidable divine art created by my master. Even she has not completed it entirely, having developed only 7 chapters. According to my master, this divine art might not reach perfection until she becomes even stronger, surpassing the Star Lord realm. Given this, my master mentioned that barring unforeseen circumstances, she would no longer take disciples, nor would she pass on the primordial star scripture to others, since I, the only disciple she has taught the primordial star scripture, only cultivated up to the 6th chapter before switching to other cultivation techniques due to incompatibility. The appearance of the primordial star scripture in your possession means something unexpected must have happened to my master. Little junior brother, tell me everything you know about our master." As she spoke, the white-robed Qing Lan Star Lord grew visibly anxious. Given that it involved the potential mishap of the ZG Star Lord, she was profoundly concerned. The words of the Qing Lan Star Lord made Yi-chan fully realize that the white-robed Star Lord before him was indeed his senior sister. Otherwise, she wouldn't possibly know about the Tai divine power, much less that the primordial star scripture had only 7 chapters. Senior sister. I never imagined that I truly have a senior sister at the Star Lord level. Yi-chan recalled the words left by the ZG Star Lord when he first obtained the primordial star scripture. The primordial star scripture is the supreme divine art I created after traveling through the endless star domain and traversing thousands of worlds. Before participating in the Azure Sky Star Sea battle, I left it on my homeland, within the divine artifact, Starlight Tower, for the Destined One. The primordial star scripture, as I envisioned, is divided into 9 chapters. Unfortunately, even I have only created 7 chapters of the cultivation technique. Considering the mention of the Azure Sky Star Sea battle by the ZG Star Lord, Yi-chan wondered if it was because the ZG Star Lord anticipated possible perils from participating in the Azure Sky Star Sea battle that led her to leave behind the primordial star scripture. With these thoughts, Yi-chan shared the words left by the ZG Star Lord with the Qing Lan Star Lord. After divulging all he knew regarding the ZG Star Lord, he asked the Qing Lan Star Lord, "Senior sister, what kind of place is the Azure Sky Star Sea?" Upon hearing Yi-chan mention the Azure Sky Star Sea, and that the ZG Star Lord had left the primordial star scripture behind because of participating in the Azure Sky Star Sea battle, the expression of the Qing Lan Star Lord turned deathly pale. She trembled as she spoke to Yi-chan. The Azure Sky Star Sea is the place most closely connected with the dark world where the starry sky demons reside within the cosmic sea. Almost all the most powerful Star Lord level starry sky demons entered the cosmic sea from the Azure Sky Star Sea. If the master said she was participating in the Azure Sky Star Sea battle, does it mean the Star Lords of the Cosmic Sea are about to engage in the ultimate war with the starry sky demons? Chapter 1060. Original Spirit Source Star. Could it be that the Star Lords of the Cosmic Sea are about to engage in an ultimate battle with the Starry Sky Demons? Qing Lan Star Lord's words made Yi Chen's mind and spirit quake. The ultimate battle between the Star Lords and Starry Sky Demons. There's no need to imagine the intensity of such a scene. This would be a battle between countless Star Lord levels. Just earlier, a single Cosmic Emperor-level Starry Sky Demon was enough to wreak havoc on the Extreme Spirit Clan. If not for Qinglan Star Lord's arrival, even the ancient water continent beneath our feet would have been directly annihilated. In the dark world at the other end of the Azure Sky Star Sea, there are definitely countless Star Lord-level Starry Sky Demons far stronger than that Cosmic Emperor-level demon. The Star Lords of the Cosmic Sea fighting them would be battles beyond imagination. These battles would stir the entire cosmic sea and countless destinies of universes. If the Star Lords win, the cosmic sea and countless universes might achieve eternal peace. If the Star Lords lose, those Starry Sky Demons win, then it's feared that all universes and the cosmic sea itself would plunge into an irreversible catastrophe. Thinking of this, Yi Chen's mind and spirit fluctuated violently, unable to contain himself. He also wanted to participate in battles of this level, wanted to slay those destructive Starry Sky Demons, to protect his homeland and his loved ones. However, Yi Chen also understood that his current strength was far too weak. Even as a divine king, he possessed the ability to fight some low-level sovereigns, but he was still far from the Star Lord level. Never mind Star Lord, even Cosmic Emperor, Master, or even Divine Master, and more formidable sovereigns could easily kill him. Now wanting to participate in the Star Lord level battles, he was utterly powerless. I hope that ZG Star Lord and the other Star Lords can achieve victory in the Azure Sky Star Sea battle. Yi Chen could only silently pray. As Yi Chen's mind and spirit fluctuated, Qinglan Star Lord, upon understanding the truth, could no longer remain calm. She said to Yi Chen, "Junior brother, although battles involving countless Star Lords in the Azure Sky Star Sea War aren't matters that can end in a few years or even decades, they could likely last for tens or even hundreds of years. But for individual Star Lords, such wars pose the constant risk of falling. Our Master, even with her unmatched divine might, cannot guarantee perfection, especially since she left you the primordial star scripture, which further demonstrates her will to risk everything. Under these circumstances, I must go to the Azure Sky Star Sea to see how our Master is doing and just how far the war has progressed. So, junior brother, I cannot stay here any longer. You are still just a divine king. In the future, you'll need to be extra cautious about everything." Even though the two had not known each other before, as the inheritors of ZG Star Lord, Qinglan Star Lord felt some concern and care for Yi Chen. Upon hearing Qinglan Star Lord's words, Yi Chen said with a serious expression to Qinglan Star Lord, "Senior sister, you need not worry about me. The matter of the Azure Sky Star Sea is more urgent. Rest assured, I will not drag you down. I will take good care of myself." Qinglan Star Lord had observed Yi Chen in the ancient Forbidden Grounds and knew he was an exceptional youth. Seeing Yi Chen's earnest response, she felt slightly relieved. "Junior brother," Qinglan Star Lord looked at Yi Chen, "your cultivation of the primordial star scripture is a test deliberately left by our Master. I see you have cultivated up to the 5th volume of the primordial star scripture, still needing some high-level life essence blood to complete the cultivation. Though acquiring such essence blood is easy for me, I cannot help you accomplish the test. You must rely on your cultivation. Moreover, to avoid interfering with your cultivation of the primordial star scripture, I cannot offer you other cultivation methods. But our encounter must count for something. Before leaving, I'll gift you a treasure." With that, Qinglan Star Lord waved her hand, and a divine light drifted towards Yi Chen. When the divine light settled in Yi Chen's hand, he realized it was a round bead. The bead was about the size of a fist, engraved with 5 strange lines forming a petal-like pattern. "You can call this bead Source Star?" Qinglan Star Lord explained the origin of the treasure to Yi Chen. "Every Star Lord who reaches the Star Lord realm can create a Source Star. There are 2 kinds of Source Star. One can transform into planets known as life source stars. Every star lord can spend time and divine power to create countless vast, life source stars. Many star continents in the cosmos, apart from those naturally formed by cosmic dust, consist largely of life source stars created by star lords. The other type of source star is the original spirit source star, of which each star lord can create only 5. The original spirit source star cannot form planets to birth life, but it can serve as residences and cultivation grounds. Once released to any location in the cosmos, it will transform into the size of an ordinary planet and remain hidden, and due to the protection of the Star Lord's true spirit, even if it's the master, it cannot breach the original spirit source star. Many Star Lords use original spirit source stars as their strongholds, allowing their tribes to reside and cultivate on them. The 5 lines on it can transform into invaluable cave heaven and blessed land, offering spiritual energy comparable to some ancient lands. Qing Lan Star Lord looked at Yi Chun and advised, "Junior brother, this treasure I bestow upon you can be used for cultivation in the original spirit source star. Although the original spirit source star cannot be repositioned after initial placement, it is still a safe and ideal location for living and cultivating." Upon hearing Qing Lan Star Lord's words, Yi Chun looked again at the bead the size of a fist in his hand, deeply shaken. This small bead could transform into the size of a planet, and it also contained cave heaven and blessed land not inferior to the ancient lands. This is a divine object used by many Star Lords as their headquarters. I fear that many inhabitable places of groups, without a Star Lord, do not possess something as precious as this original spirit source star. Yi Chun looked toward Qing Lan Star Lord, never expecting that his senior sister would be so generous, gifting him one of the only 5 original spirit source stars. Senior sister, this is too precious. Yi Chun, feeling he shouldn't take such a valuable treasure from the senior sister he just met, was about to refuse when Qing Lan Star Lord waved her hand and said, "Little junior brother, since childhood, I have been practicing with my master, having no family or clan. I have no use for 5 original spirit source stars, so you need not refuse. If you truly feel embarrassed, then train diligently. When you become a Star Lord, just give me one of your original spirit source stars." Seeing the expectation in Qing Lan Star Lord's eyes, Yi Chun finally accepted that original spirit source star. Nodding deeply, "Senior sister, that day will come." Upon seeing Yi Chun accept the original spirit source star, Qing Lan Star Lord revealed a rare smile. Without further hesitation, she directly said to Yi Chun, "Little junior brother, I need to leave. To prevent our relationship from being exposed, and not to affect your future cultivation, I will erase the scenes of me and the conversations between us from others' memories. I look forward to the day when my master and I return from the azure sky star sea, and we meet again." Saying this, Qing Lan Star Lord lightly nodded at Yi Chun, waved her hand, and Yi Chun was instantly returned to the crowd where Lord Emperor Yen, the Extreme Spirit Clan, and others were gathered. In the next moment, Qing Lan Star Lord waved her hand toward the crowd again, and a divine light, like a screen of vibrant light, covered the ancient water continent, including Lord Emperor Yen and the 2 divine masters, causing everyone except Yi Chun to fall into a stupor. Then Yi Chun saw Qing Lan Star Lord transform into a white light, crossing the endless starry sky in an instant, disappearing directly. After a long time, Lord Emperor Yen, the Extreme Spirit Clan, the 2 divine masters, and countless people from the ancient water continent gradually woke from their stupor. What happened? Where did that terrifying giant beast disappear to? Everyone could only remember the scene when the Starry Sky Demon attacked the ancient water continent. As for the events afterward, where Qing Lan Star Lord exterminated the Starry Sky Demon and conversed with Yi Chun, those had been erased from everyone's memories. Even Lord Emperor Yen retained not a shred of memory. That Starry Sky Demon has vanished. Lord Emperor Yen, upon awakening from his stupor and seeing the once again safe ancient water continent and the vanished Starry Sky Demon, was somewhat bewildered. Yet he could feel that the Starry Sky Demon was definitely dead, no longer a threat to this universe. However, he couldn't recall how the starry sky demon died or disappeared. Could it be that a great power holder took action? Lord Emperor Yen was shocked. Only a grand figure could act without leaving us any memory. Amidst the shock, Lord Emperor Yen also let out a deep breath. Regardless, the crisis of the starry sky demon had finally been resolved, and that was the most important thing. Lord Emperor Yen looked at Yi Chun and the Extreme Spirit Clan with a long-lost smile. By this time, Yi Chun had already secured the original Spirit Source Star. Reigning in the shock brought by Qing Lan's Star Lord, he looked at General Insha in the crowd. Yi Chun hadn't forgotten his purpose for coming to the true Spirit Divine Kingdom. Now that General Insha had finally been found, he could complete the task assigned to him by the Huyen Divine Master. Back then, because of Long Li's incident, Sovereign Xuechen and the Northern Territory King set 3 demands for me. The first demand of the 9 Divine Institutes assessment and the second demand of exploring Heavenly God Mountain have both been completed. The curse involvement from Huyen Divine Master and the quest to find General Insha can now be completed. The only thing left is the third demand from both seniors, to participate in the Stellar Domain Genius Battle. Battle of the God Kings hasn't been completed yet. Counting the time, just over 2 years remain before the official start of the Stellar Domain Genius Battle. After taking General Insha back to Huyen Divine Master's location in the Demon Tomb, I'll release the original Spirit Source Star near my homeland, the barbaric wilderness continent, relocating my parents and clan members into the original Spirit Source Star for cultivation. Then, I'll search for Jiang Yao and Long Li to see if they have completed their secluded training. Together with them, I'll fully prepare for the Stellar Domain Genius Battle. As Yi Chun was heading toward General Insha, he directly contemplated the tasks yet to be done. Unbeknownst to Yi Chun, while he was considering matters related to the Stellar Domain Genius Battle, countless geniuses from the star domains were also making their final preparations for the Stellar Domain Genius Battle. At this time, an earth-shattering news also returned from the domains where the Star Domain Divine Kingdom's leaders gathered to discuss the Stellar Domain Genius Battle.